I'm not muted this time, am I? Okay, I'm not muted, thank God. I was like triple checking. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm not muted. Thank you, Emma, for the 25 gifts in, as well as Cherry Wolf for the 100 bits. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you guys, Matakish, Kilamu, and Mandela. Thank you guys for the follows. What the? What? What the? What is this message? Yo, bro, I wanted to show you real love for your stream. I'm okay. All right, bro. All right. You know what? I appreciate it. Thank you. Even though that was probably a spam message. Shin, happy birthday. Today's actually my dad's birthday. Today, Father Cronus's birthday is today. I need to call him later. But Mabusa, everybody, I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. I didn't get my days wrong. Hi, everyone. Hello. Guys. We're having community movie night tonight on the server. On my Discord server, we're watching Pokemon 2000 at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys want to join, you should definitely hang out with us later. We're going to be watching a movie. Tomorrow I finally start working. Congratulations! Yay! Today is Wednesday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got up really early today. I had a big bakery order. I did a lot of, I made 24 cinnamon rolls this morning, as well as I baked 8 loaves of bread, and I thought I was gonna be late to stream because I was delivering them, but I came home in time, so I'm really happy. But I had to drink so much coffee. I think I had like a triple shot espresso and then had some gamer subs, and honestly, my brain is going at like 200 miles an hour, and I was like, maybe I should stop drinking the gamer subs. My dinner plans got canceled? No! I'm like extra yippy today. Can you ship some bread to the UK? Thanks. I don't even know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. But I have some more orders at the end of this week I have to fulfill before I go on a small vacation. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Frigging Atlantis has been going through a cold front the last few days. And honestly, I think I've been getting a little sick again because my body is just going through so many different temperatures with too much caffeine. I'm trying not to. I just really needed to drink a lot of coffee today because I was working all morning. Male Torchic has a dot on it. Yeah, we're gonna be watching a really inappropriate video today. By really inappropriate, we're gonna watch the Loxton and Noggin Pokemon sex difference video. I don't know, is that inappropriate? The thumbnail, I thought the thumbnail was funny, so I made it my YouTube thumbnail, and I don't know, there were parts of the thumbnail that were censored, and I'm like, oh, okay, they have really good humor. Loxton, my goat. Oh, here's 100 plus. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like it's been, we're going through a cold front right now, and then we're gonna be going back into like a heat wave, and I don't know. My plants are freaking out right now. Thank you for the hydrate check. I actually took the liberty to grab some actual water. Maybe the water might help, I don't know. Difference in sprites. I think that's what it is, but I think they wanted to make the thumbnail inappropriate for clickable reasons. Which, fair, that's understandable. I get it. I have green tea today. I love green tea. I love green tea so much. Green tea is good for you. I love green tea. I need to go back to drinking tea. I used to drink tea before bed, and I don't know why I stopped doing that, but I stopped doing it. But I need to go back to doing that. It was a healthy habit. Model fits the content well. Dude, okay. Listen, I measured my boobs in this model compared to my other models, and it's the same size, but I think it's the clothing that makes my boobs look fucking massive in this model. But I promise you my boobs did not change size. I promise you they did not change size. Could have fooled me. I swear to God, I put it against my other models and it looks the same. It's just, I think it's the clothing that makes it look fucking massive. Yeah, that's the clothing. I think because it's more covered up, it looks bigger. It looks a lot bigger. Hey, look heavy, may I help? Dude, I cannot tell you the amount of back pain, dude. Yeah, it's waist. Yeah, I think the waist, the overalls, like, I think this, I'm hovering my mouse, but I think the overall part makes, like, being a little thinner makes my waist look snatched, even though it's not. Does that make sense? Overalls are underrated. I own a lot of overalls. I actually wear a lot of overalls during the summer. I think overalls are so cute. I think they're adorable. Glad I got to hear a Boo modeling as my first stream back. Listen, it's not a Poseidon stream if I don't talk about my massive tits. They look very cute. Thank you. I really love this outfit. I love that there's purple in it because purple is my favorite color. Purple is my favorite color. Everything I own is purple. I'm not even kidding. Looks better with a ponytail. You guys like the ponytail more? I know I wanted to use the other hairstyle today. Because this is the other hairstyle. I actually prefer this hairstyle a lot because I actually wear this hairstyle a lot in person. But like, this is cute. This is fine. Where are the glasses? Right here. Without ponytail, but they're both nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. P, thank you. I also like that my rig's a lot more expressive now. I feel like you guys can, it's a lot more expressive. The clownfish. Yeah, there's a fish in my hair again. There's a fishy in my hair now. I'm really happy with how the debut turned out. I'm really happy with how the rig turned out. I think it looks amazing. Making this outfit, yay! I haven't touched Tomodachi Life in a little bit. I might stream it next week, we'll see. We shall see if I end up streaming it next week. Do you feed the fish that lives in your hair? It feeds off my brain cells, which is why over time I just get stupider and stupider. Anyways, yeah, so next week is gonna be weird. I'm not gonna be streaming until Wednesday. So my last stream this week can be Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday I won't be streaming, and then we'll come back on Wednesday. And it'll be fun. That's why I turn in classes. You are what you eat. I like clownfish. I think they're really cute. Does it help you get to Jupiter? To Zeus, my beloved. To Zeus, my beloved. Zeus, my beloved. I miss her. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we'll see what we're playing next week. I think for sure we're doing... I want to stick to reacting days to be Wednesdays and Fridays, and then Tuesdays are TCG days, and then Monday and Thursdays or the weekends are all flex days for me. But I'm going to be participating in like a Minecraft SMP very soon. I'm actually very excited. I'm doing the Wild West SMP event with Lulu Lasso. So it's like a Western themed Minecraft server, and I'm going to be a rancher, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I get to garden, but in Minecraft. It's a sacred event. Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays are react days. Those are the days I designated. At least for this summer. TCG tournaments to participate. I need to do another viewer tournament. Finally, the God of Horses on screen. I saw that going around Twitter. Looks like it'll be fun. I'm very excited. She very graciously invited me, and I was like, oh, yay, I'll go play. I'll play with you guys. I need to play more Minecraft. I think Minecraft's like one of those like summer games. You know, I get to play during the summer and I get addicted, and then once summer's over, I don't touch the game for another year. I still have never played Minecraft. That's fine. I have a lot of friends that don't play. Love the cow gal. She's so sweet. I love Lulu. I haven't talked to her recently, but I remember back like maybe a year or so ago, we used to talk a lot. Minecraft summer vibes are an elite vibe check. True. It's either Minecraft for me or like some other fucking game. But yeah, I do plan to visit Subnautica 2 at some point. I just want to do it with friends. You know, I want to play with friends. I don't want to play alone. So I'm trying to get Andrea and Aries to play with me. It's funny, Andrea just messaged me this morning. She was just like, So when are we playing Subnautica? And I was like, oh, you have time next week? So maybe we'll see. We'll plan something next week. I know Aries is pretty busy. It's nice to chill with the squad. I need to just collab more in general. I'm very people shy. Like, I feel like that's one of my downfalls as a, like, streamer. Is I'm very people shy. I'm very like, oh, I'm too shy, I'm scared. But I know there's like people who want to collab with me and I'm like, okay. Sonically, thank you for the follow. The thumbnail's interesting. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong with the thumbnail. Good. Everyone seems to love you a lot. I try my best. Here's the thing with me. Okay, I try not to like, I have this thing where I feel like I bother people when I DM them, especially people I don't normally talk to. So I try to make an effort to like message other creators or like other VTubers I'm mutuals with, and I'm like, hey, do you want to do something together? I know we don't know each other, but I'd love to get to know you. And I get so scared whenever I send those messages because I'm like, what do they think I'm weird? What do they think I'm stupid and I'm just dumb? But I think most VTubers don't feel that way. Why was there a write-on in the thumbnail? Listen, man, I just pulled Loxton's thumbnail, okay? Because we're gonna be reacting to that video. Hi, Jedrickson, welcome in. I need to do more. I hope I can collab more, get to do some more fun stuff. I was feeling anxious like that. No, I have really bad social anxiety. Really, really bad. And it honestly, I feel like it prevents me from further growing as a creator. Like, I feel like it's 100% possible, right? To grow as like a solo creator, just doing stuff on your own. I think it's 100% possible. I think it's just a lot harder that way. Never stop using your noggin. Social anxiety to varying degrees. I won't lie. It's like, how do I say it? I think I used to be a lot more social within the VTuber sphere, and then I had some really negative experiences with people, and it kind of scared me from further collabing with people. And I'm like over it now, but it's still hard. Are we watching the sex video today? Hi, Thor. Hi, Thor. We are watching the sex video today. The Pokemon sex video. I'm so excited to collab with Thor once she's debuting. Guys, the Norse gods are debuting this weekend, I think at noon. You know what's so sad? I'm not gonna be able to attend the debut. I'm gonna be traveling at the time they're debuting, and I'm like, no. I support his stream. Hi, Haven. Hi. I miss you, dude. How you doing? Excited for Norse gods. Yeah, Thor is here now 3 days early. She just came to say hi. That's so exciting. I think I can watch from my phone, but I cannot trust the Wi-Fi. I cannot trust that the Wi-Fi won't fail me. Also, I'm not signed into my Twitch on my phone, so. Wait, Thor, if you're in here, are all the girls multi-streaming, or is it just you? Because I know Thor, she's debuting on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We'll watch all the streams. You guys should watch all of the streams. Because all the Norse girlies are so sweet, and they're so awesome, and they are amazing. I think a few more, but I'm not sure on everyone. Got it. Listen, if I had to start over, if I could go back in time to like fix the way I debuted, I would have 100% multi-streamed my debut. I think now multi-streaming is just kind of the norm for VTubers. I know some VTubers are not big on it, some are. There's like that argument where it's like if you split your community, but I think if you start off multi-streaming, you'll be fine. Are you hot? I don't know, am I? I've given yourself every day for the past 6 days. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Talking about multi-stream, whenever Twitch will crash today. I have no idea. My OBS. Okay, I think I talked about it yesterday in the chat because it crashed like in the middle of the stream or the beginning of the stream. But I'll talk about it again. So, I think my OBS just really hates multi-streaming. I think it really, really hates multi-streaming because there's nothing wrong with my internet. Trust me, I tried everything. I looked into it. So every time it crashes, my internet doesn't go down. It's literally just OBS. And I've uninstalled, reinstalled like 20 different times. I've tried different, the only multi-streaming software that does not fail me is Restream. But here's the problem with Restream. It doesn't separate audio, which is like really important for my editors because I have it so when the Twitch VOD goes up, there's no like background audio. Yeah, are you feeling the heat wave today? No, it's actually really cold in Atlantis today. How do you feel about the best Pokemon game, Sword and Shield? I actually like Sword and Shield. I wouldn't say it's the best Pokemon game, but I don't think it's bad. I actually really I really like Sword and Shield. Do you want the one I have? I'm using Atium, but it like crashes. I got an ad, wait, don't respond. Somebody get the sub to Thor! Wow, Thor, good job. That'd be best looking. I think Sword and Shield's a very beautiful game. I was not a huge fan of the way that Scarlet and Violet looked. I did not like the color grading in Scarlet and Violet. I think the color grading in Scarlet and Violet is great. What brand is your current GPU? I have a GeForce RTX 4070. That's the one I have. But yeah, I have no problems with Restream. It's literally just like, I think my OBS just really hates multi-streaming. I don't know if it just like the settings don't, I'll be honest, I'm not really familiar with like stream settings. I just copy them off of like videos and other people. So it's not boiling in Atlantis. It'll start boiling probably in the next 2 weeks, which means I will be outside or inside, sorry. I remember Scarlet Violet. I like the Scarlet Violet story for sure, but like the color grading is so bad in Scarlet Violet. I hate it. Oh, I'm working on this. Would you be like, willing to review a quick clip of? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Spam my DMs, Haven. My DMs are always open to you and your wife. I love you both. You guys are both wonderful people. Please subscribe. She's close to Partner Plus. I am close to Partner Plus. We are. Let me refresh my Twitch. That sucks. I hate them. Which is great because if you sub, you get ad-free viewing and you get some cool emotes. I don't even know how many emotes I have anymore. Probably OBS has some personal grudge against you. Yeah, I actually pay for like premium internet too. So I'm like, I know it's not my internet because I have Ethernet. My PC is plugged into my modem. Router? I can't say anything today. Yo, Timo, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Legends Ari is so overhyped. I'll be really honest. I like ZA more than Arcus. Did you respond to me? I did. I did. Yes, I use Atium, but I don't know. I tried like 3 different multi-streaming softwares and they all do the same thing to me. So I'm pretty sure it's my OBS. Plugged into your Rotom? Yeah. Please tell y'all what. It's all good, Haven. I appreciate you. Thank you. I did call my Wi-Fi Rotom. I want Poke Part 3. I asked my mom. I was like, do you still have my Nintendo Wii? But I don't think she has my Nintendo Wii anymore. I want to stream Nintendo Wii games. I want to stream Wii games. I don't have a Nintendo Wii. I think my mom might have thrown it away because nobody was using it. It would be cool if I had my Nintendo Wii though. Maybe I'll buy one, we'll see. Wii's are really cheap though. They're like maybe $100, maybe 150. 5G modem. I actually do need to upgrade my phone. You know, it's one of those things where my phone is starting to slow down. All my old consoles were sent to the Philippines. I am pretty sure that's where all my old consoles went. Thor, did your parents ever like go through your old clothes and like take them to the Philippines? Because that's what my mom did. Cerulean, thank you for the follow. Anything? Let me see. I'm sorry, I accepted your friend request. Let me turn off my thing. Also, Thor, I see what you're saying. Ah! They don't go home. We send balikbayan boxes. You're so right, Thor. I see it. I will fix that after stream. Why is there a fridge on the bottom left of your stream? That's not a fridge. I do see it. Hold up. We need to listen to Haven's absolute banger real quick. Hold up. Sabrina Carpenter, shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Monka shit. You know what? Because I'm self-conscious now. I'm putting on the goddamn glasses. Wait, can you guys hear it? Wait, hold on. Wait. Whoa! Dude, I feel like I'm in an epic battle right now. I feel like I'm about to get my fork and stab someone. Kind of the idea. It's pretty sick! Why are all my friends musically talented? Whoa! It does this. I can see it being Elden Ring music. This is so sick. This is so cool. This literally could be Aries' theme song. I've never played Elden Ring. I've played it and I'm really bad at it. It's giving me fantasy vibes, yeah. Oh my god, the choir in the back is so epic. Whoa! Is the bad guy coming now? I feel like the bad guy's about to spawn. I think the bad guy spawned, guys. It's for fighting something big. It does sound like it's a bad guy's about to spawn. Wait, this is so sick. Why are you so cool? It's not fair. Thanks. Oh, you'll have to share more. You know, when the choir hits you, it's a fucking banger. Facts. Or I'm about to get jumped. Every single time I've played Elden Ring, guys, I've just died. I think the last time I played Elden Ring was 2 years ago on stream, and I couldn't beat the first boss, and chat made fun of me, and I never played it again. I was like, I'm good. I'm okay, guys. I'm fine. I don't want to play this game anymore. I've only mostly done horror ambient stuff, so new at melodies. Oh, like horror music? Kind of the point. Dying is bog standard. It's so like here's the thing, I died like an egregious amount of times. I don't know, maybe I'll revisit it. You know what game I need to revisit? I need to revisit the crab one. I actually really like the crab one. I remember that stream. Oh my god, it was so long ago. When crusty Poseidon with her old crusty mic. Now I have a clean mic and a cool model. I won't lie, I kind of don't miss my own model. Not to say it was bad, it was just like, I don't really miss it. I was kind of having this. I had my first Dark Souls. I still die a ton in Elden Ring, even with the 3K hours across the franchise. I wish I was good at Elden Ring so I could play with other VTubers and do like the co-op mode, but I feel like I'm too ass at that game. I don't think anybody wants to play with me. What mic do you use? I have a Shure SM7B with the Wave XLR, but then I had my mic tailored or like filtered by one of my friends. She like went in and sat with me for like 2-3 hours, and we like messed with settings and plugins, which is why it sounds like as clean as it does now. Let me see if I can actually show you guys what it sounds like without all the filters. Okay. Does it sound different? I think it sounds a little different. It should sound a little different. So this is just like the mic raw dogged. But if I put my filters on, this is what it sounds like. So yeah, I think audio is so important for stream because one of the big things that make me click off other people's streams is the audio quality. If like the audio quality isn't great, 75% of the time I'll click off. Do you have voice mod? I don't. These are all OBS filters. These are all OBS filters. Do you want me to send them to you? Which ones I use? Voice mod is fun. I have to try it. But not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like, we had to tailor it to how I talk and how loud I get. So I like, in the consultation I had with my friend, we were there. She was like, give me as like, how loud you can be on stream. And I was just like, ah! She's like, okay, we're gonna adjust the settings here. Let me say you what filters I use, Haven. These are the filters. I think one of them I actually had to like download. Wait, she hates the Xbox mic streams. I don't. Okay, listen. There's like, okay, if you have a crappy mic and you're a streamer, you have to at least be funny, all right? Prime example, Tyler 1. Okay? Tyler 1 is a funny streamer and he has a really buns mic. But it's funny. For streamers to put a bunch of effects. I need to find ways to put effects on my mic. Like, I need to do that. Would voice mod do that for me? My eardrums, I'm sorry. Shadow Jar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, thank you. I appreciate it. She did it well because I can hear that you're screaming, get the audios. Yeah, exactly. So she made it so that even no matter how loud I get, it stays at like the same thing. Voice meter potato. Do what? Sorry, say again. Like do all like the cool effects. Like even when like we were doing D&D last week for stream, the Pokemon D&D, Joel was doing all those cool like effects with his voice and it made it sound like he was in a cave and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm too noob. Wants a cabin filter? Wait, what's a cabin filter? What is a cabin filter? It does have a good filter to help balance audio. Ooh. Who's Kevin? The bird from Up? Oh wait, I always forget Kevin's actually a girl. I love that movie. I saw this like, I want to go to one of those Disney parks where they have Kevin out. Somebody's in like a really big Kevin suit. I want that. I want to go there. Cool, go try it. Thank you. It's my golden fork. And it has cute flowers on it because I'm so bonita and I'm so cute. Trust. I probably will be using this model for the next month, by the way, guys. As a bit different, her mic sounds like an Xbox mic. Different pitch when her voice sounds like a kid. She calls it the Kevin filter. That's so funny. Tell you what, I sent you a fun clip real quick. You know what I sound like? I'm gonna record you a quick line with the tank radio filter on, please. Haven's so good at audio. There was a point in time where I actually really wanted to get into audio engineering, but I just didn't. I thought about it. Because I thought, so in my head, right? When I wanted to do like more professional voice acting, my head, I was like, what if I worked as like an audio engineer? And then I kind of worked my way from there. Hold up, I need to plug in my headphones. They're about to die. And then I was looking into like audio engineering schools and they were way too expensive. And I just didn't end up doing it. RP cringe. Roleplay. I don't know. I want to do more roleplay stuff, like those roleplay servers. I see a lot of like people do like those roleplay GTA servers or like Minecraft servers, but my like improv skills are not great. So I feel like I would just default back to just regular Psy. It's helpful knowledge. Oh, for sure. Skyrim's really popping off. Is it really? Skyrim roleplay? Wait, that sounds kind of fun. That sounds kind of cool. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Audio is pretty cool. I wish I could do more. I could always learn, I suppose. Sorry, 1 second. What is this? What gat? Oh no, we're good. I've been to a lot of streams, so many. In fact, I totally lost count of what number stream this one is. It's okay, though. You don't need to keep count. I'm just glad you're here. Builds up everything to, like, After Effects. AE. Whenever I say AE, I'm After Effects. I'm pretty fluent in, like, the Adobe Creative Suite. I used to do a lot of video editing back in the day. I used to, like, edit AMVs all the time on, like, Sony Vegas Pro and After Effects. So, like, I'm quite familiar with how, like, video editing works. So I actually, audio engineering, oh, okay. I can do, like, basic stuff. But I can't do, like, all the advanced things. I can't do all the advanced stuff. But, yeah, I really wanted to be, like, I wanted to go to film school to do, like, motion graphics and, like, film editing. It just didn't work out. Abbreviate all engineering things. I say AE and I think of, like, Adobe After Effects. God, I hate that program, but it's so good. It's so good. But it takes up so much on my CPU and everything. I actually recently started learning how to use DaVinci Resolve, and I found that it works so differently compared to other video editing programs. Maybe I'm just so used to the interfaces on other programs that I'm just not used to it. But I'm determined by the end of the summer that I will at least know the basics of how to operate DaVinci. It's a really good video editing program, especially for being free. I mean, do you see how much the freaking Adobe subscription is? I used to pay for it. I mean, I get it free now because of school, but, like, I used to pay for it out of my pocket when I wasn't. And it was like $60 a month. And I'm just like, no. Yeah, DaVinci is quite different than, like, the other programs I'm used to. Like, I used to edit a lot in Premiere as well. Sony Vegas is probably, like, the easiest one for me to pick up. Sony Vegas is a really easy program. And then After Effects is definitely a few steps up. But I feel like it's a terribly overpriced, but it's also good. So good. Great way of describing Adobe. I need to downgrade my Adobe plan. 75 is too much. Yeah, that's how much I used to pay about. And then now I get it, like, for free because of school. My school is contracted with them, so, like, I get it for free now, as long as I still have my school email. But it's definitely expensive. Hi, Kale. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, I'm pretty fluent in most of the Adobe software. I say most. I don't actually know how to use, like, Illustrator, even though I should know how to use Illustrator. I mean, if I know how to use Photoshop, then it should be fine. Adobe scares me. Real. Tank filter. I see it. Guys, let's listen to Havik. Haven. Free Adobe Animate. But the education license cannot be used for professional work. True. I only ever used it for, like, school stuff and small things. Cute outfit? Thank you.
Shark 46, this is Heavy 212. Contact 8 miles. Flight of 2, Angels 3. Climbing off the deck northwest of your position. Turns to heading 310.
Why are you so good at accents? It's not fair. Voice Spot is fun. You might have actually convinced me to download this program. Hi, Poseidon. Hope you're having a lovely day. It was a pleasure meeting you at VoboCon. Oh, thank you. I remember you. You were the guy with the Slowpoke plushie. Thank you so much for coming by. Haven, because of you, I'm downloading Voice Mod after the stream. Usually end up missing lives. It's all good. That's why there's VODs. Dude, I feel like, guys, if you're a VOD watcher, Please don't feel bad about not like showing up live to my streams. It's all good. Like, I'm being so dead ass. It's all good. I appreciate people coming and watching my VODs. Is the glasses? I love glasses. I love glasses so much. Speaking of glasses, I probably should get new glasses. I have to get new glasses like every year. Because I'm blind. I'm so blind. Now I want to figure out what I can do with voice mod. So I can do all the fun stuff. I can do all the fun, silly voices and annoy my chat, because what more can I do? Of course I get charged with a plushie. I love Slowpoke. Slowpoke's one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. I have, like, Slowpoke I have a very emotional attachment to, so that's why. She's actually going to take your kneecaps if I do watch live. You weren't supposed to say that! Shh. Shh. That's a secret. You weren't supposed to tell them that. You weren't supposed to tell them that. Dude, I feel like my vocal stims the last few days has just been like voice lines from Obsession, where she was like, no. This was supposed to be a nice date. It was like the funniest part of the movie. I thought this was funny, but everybody else around me was like freaked out. Where she was like laying in bed with the guy and he was like trying to get out and she's like, stay! Sprix was showing me that it's actually a phenomenal movie. I will say, if you get like easily freaked out, you will get freaked out. But it's a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. It's so good. I was so freaked out though because it was just very uncomfortable and unsettling, but like, it's supposed to make you feel that way. I had to watch Bluey when I got home, and I slept with the lights on because I was scared. I'm not the one to get freaked out. You're okay, then you're good. You'll really like it. You'll like it. It's a great film. It's a great film. What's your story behind the Love Slowpoke? I just have a very emotional connection to it. It's actually very personal. I don't know if I want to share it. But just know I love that goddamn thing. I don't know what's going on, what's popping up on my screen. It's not like paranormal type of horror. It's very, how do I say it? I don't know, it's psychological maybe? I don't know, it's just very uncanny, I suppose. Your new model's pretty, thank you. I'm currently building our method to freak people out this Saturday with our finale. Maybe you should watch Obsession to get inspiration. Cause I was freaked the fuck out. Oh my god. Like, sometimes, here's the thing, okay? What scared me was the girl, okay? The girl was fucking horrifying because you don't know if like she was there or not, you know? And I kind of very tempted to go watch it the second time just to like see if I can catch details I didn't notice the first time. That was the idea, yeah. People are freaky. Dude, that girl was fucking scary. That girl deserves her flowers for the performance she had put on for that movie, because holy moly. Indy Navarrete, she put her whole get out for that movie, I'll tell you that. But yes, great film. Great film. I was absolutely, yes, like, it costs a lot of money to go to the movies nowadays, but for me, it was absolutely worth it. It was absolutely worth the money. Also, I just realized my YouTube is not connected to my chat. Let me partially connected. What the heck? The classic monkey paw setup. Exactly. Bare feet on wood. There's something like that, yeah. The film was very creepy, I will say. It was very, very creepy. But yeah, I won't spoil it because I think it's great. I recorded myself stomping around downstairs. Like audio Foley. I think Foley work is so cool. I watch videos on people doing Foley work and I find it very interesting. Nico Robin with glasses. Dude, she's so hot. Nico Robin's my Pookie. Ego Robin's my Pookie Bear. Popcorn and drinks. Dude, I talked about it the other day, but I cannot stand how much like it costs to go to the movie theaters. Like I almost never buy popcorn anymore. Sometimes I'll buy it if I have like those like rewards or whatever. It's like, oh, it's your birthday, you got like free popcorn or whatever. But now I just sneak food into the movie theater. Because most people don't care. Or most of the employees don't care. I think they've been a lot more like, I guess, easy on people who bring food. Tier list, all Nico Robin designs. Her original Miss All Sunday design is S tier. Fishman Island's like A tier. Annie's Lobby is S tier. I don't know. Theater concession's been ridiculous for years now. 100%. It's actually so stupid. It's so stupid how much concessions are. Like, what do you mean, like, a large popcorn and a large drink is $30? And I only get one refill. Tell me how that's fair. Tell me how that's not a scam. Now I just go to, like, the Dollar Tree or, like, the convenience store to buy snacks. Or I just sneak in like one of those like meals from fast food. Like those fast food meals. Yeah, just casual McDonald's McDouble meal deal in the theater. But then I'm the type of person that finishes my food before the movie starts because I get there so early. Because I like watching the trailers, okay? Are you guys one of those people where it's like, I want to watch all the trailers before the movie? Because that's me. I like watching the trailers. It's fun. You also miss part of the film? Exactly. Listen, I don't ever go to the bathroom in the middle of the film unless I really need to go, okay? I will hold it. And watch Inside Out too. Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. My friends want to go see, what is it? Hokum? Oh man, thank you for the follow. Hokum? Horror, it's a horror film, supposedly. And then I looked it up and it was like kind of freaky. I don't know. Cargo shorts, pants. I just bring a really large bag. And they don't even search it. So I put a large bag because I'm the type of person that brings blankets to movie theaters because I get cold really easily. So I just hide all the food at the bottom of the bag and they were like, oh, what's in the bag? I show the blanket. I'm like, okay, bye. I follow you so I can call you mommy. All right, bro. Gonna get checked out Backrooms on Sunday. I'm probably gonna go see it next week. I'm actually so excited for Backrooms. Drive-in theater. Oh, I've never been to a drive-in theater. I don't think there's any drive-in theaters near me. I think there was some, but then they shut them down because nobody was going. Like, there's some like areas near me, like parks or whatever, that they do like community events where people they like bring out one of those inflatable projector theater thingies and people can watch at the park, but we don't have drive-ins. It's a decent movie. Is it? I do like Adam Scott. Adam Scott's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I want to see what's coming out, you know? Did you guys see that new A24 trailer today with Robert Pattinson where he plays Chris Hansen? I don't know, I find that very interesting. They're making a movie about Chris Hansen. That's legit drive-in. I need to find one of those. I've never been. I think it would be a cool thing to do with friends. I've never been to one. I've never been. But yeah, I want to... What else? I don't know. I feel like this summer there's actually like good movies coming out. Movies coming out in June. I can't believe we're at the end of May, by the way. Wait, low-key, I kind of want to go see Minions and Monsters. It looks so stupid. I'm probably going to go see Scary Movie. Toy Story 5 is here? Question mark? I guess Supergirl's coming out, but I'm not really into, like, the DCU. Yeah. I think I'm definitely going to go see Scary Movie for sure. I'm not really into the DCU too much. Jackass is having another movie? What the heck? I don't know why they wanted to make a Toy Story 5. Why did they think Toy Story 5 was a good idea? Leave that franchise alone. Trade by the Chris Hansen talk. Yeah, so A24 is making a movie about Chris Hansen and like How to Catch a Predator. And Robert Pattinson's playing Chris Hansen, which I find very interesting. IBT, thank you for the follow. I will say, Robert Pattinson, his voice work is amazing. I feel like a lot of the roles he plays, he just has a completely different voice. And it's so impressive to me. I think he's trying to get people to forget about Twilight. Did I ever tell you guys when Batman came out and then Robert was just like, if this movie flops, I'm gonna do porn. And then I was telling everybody and all my friends, please don't watch the movie. Are you playing Chaotic? No, I'm not interested, unfortunately. Pattinson was great. I heard it was a horrible movie. Yeah, he's gonna be in the Odyssey. Would you take a seat if Robert Pattinson asked you to? On him? Yes. I think he's hot. Listen, I was definitely a Team Jacob girly when like the Twilight was coming out, but Robert Pattinson can get it too, okay? I'm just not into vampires. I don't know, one of my friends just really like, she hated that movie. And then another one of my friends said they hated it too, that they had to leave halfway through the movie. But I haven't seen the Batman, so I don't think I can form an opinion based off of other people. How long is the Batman? Three hours? Maybe they didn't like it because it was so long. Were you still Team Jacob at the end of Twilight? I don't know. After he imprinted on Renesmee, I wasn't sure. 3 hours of peak. I do like Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz is very talented. This cast is low-key kind of banger. It's more of a detective movie than a superhero movie. Got it. Maybe I'll make time to watch this. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't watch the movie because I wanted him to do porn. Sorry. I was trying to contribute, all right? I was trying to contribute, okay? He said that if Batman didn't do well, that he was gonna do porn. So I didn't watch the movie. That's the main reason why I didn't watch it. But then it didn't fail, unfortunately. It did unfortunately well. So no Robert Pattinson porn for me, I guess. I'm so sad. Somebody gift 100 subs. This is why we can't have nice things. Successful movies. I just wanted to see Robert Pattinson naked. Is that too much to ask for nowadays? I just wanted to see him naked. It's not fair. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Smiles. All the side secrets. This is not a secret. What are you talking about? I'll gladly talk about it on stream. Listen, here's the thing about me. I'm unfiltered. All right. I'm unfiltered. I have no problem telling you guys my interests in life. People that didn't want him to do Corn 1. Crying in the club. Crying in the... Life is not fair. Life is not fair. My Oshi's a pervert. Listen, I wouldn't say pervert. I would just say down bad. But yes, Odyssey's coming out July? I'm on vacation when it comes out. I won't be able to watch the movie when it comes out. I don't know, the cast for the Odyssey's great, but I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared it's gonna still be ass. I'm scared it's gonna be bad. But it is directed by Christopher Nolan, so maybe it won't. Corn and Batman? I don't know. Delulu is the Salulu. What are we talking about? That's what they say. The Salulu is always being Delulu. I don't go to the movies anymore. That's fair. I want to get one of those movie memberships. But then, here's the thing. It'll force me to get out of the house and go somewhere that isn't a card game shop. It'll force me to go somewhere that isn't a card game shop. Maybe going to the movies might be beneficial for me. Maybe getting one of those movie memberships. But I don't want one of those. I don't want to pay for another subscription. That's the thing. I don't know. I saw people giving the Odyssey flack for not casting a Greek cast for actors and actresses. Yeah, they needed to cast, like, Hollywood stars. Because that's just how Christopher Nolan goes. $20? Oh, okay. That's not bad. AMC vouchers. AMC's great. I love AMC. I haven't ever had a negative experience at an AMC. Actually, that's not true. I think the last time I went to an AMC, the seats really hurt my back. I went with my best friend and we watched Hoppers. I really want to watch that movie. I heard it's really silly. Is that on Disney Plus yet? Dude, tell me why. Tell me why. Disney Plus has like the worst fucking ads ever. I want to upgrade my freaking subscription. And here's the thing, I share it with my family. Don't tell Disney I said that. But I do share it with my family. And I just fucking hate the ads. It's like 3-4 minute ads. And it feels like I'm watching TV again. Like, who thought this was a good idea? I think the only subscription that I don't have ads on is Netflix. But apparently, does Netflix have ads if you buy like their base subscription? I think I pay for their premium one because I actually watch Netflix pretty frequently. Yeah, I don't know why they added ads. Get her, Mickey. The mouse can't get me. I watched Hoppers. Is it fun? I thought it was, I heard it was like low-key not a kid's movie. That it was actually kind of like freaky. Oh, has ads on the lowest tier? Got it. I don't have the lowest tier on Netflix. I think I have like the most premium one. Hello, John Disney. No, don't tell the mouse. Don't tell the mouse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shared the password with my mother. Paying a subscription and still getting ads is criminal. No, that's so real. It's like I'm already paying you like 30 bucks a month and I'm still getting ads. Like, fuck you. I have like the Disney Plus subscription where it's like Hulu and ESPN all together, but I still get ads. I feel like if I'm paying that much money, I should not be watching ads. I don't know, man. New outfit? Yeah, I debuted it on Saturday. I will say, I'm a little bit frustrated right now. I feel like viewership, or like the amount of views I've been getting on YouTube on both channels have been going down. And I'm like wondering if I'm like shadow banned or something on YouTube. I have to look into it, but like I feel like my analytics have just been getting worse. And I haven't really changed anything. In fact, I've been uploading more frequently. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The mouse can't get me. The mouse can't get me. Or it's perfectly fine for kids. Just some jokes that only. Oh, I see. Tired of ads in your streaming services? Buy premium now. Fuck you. Fuck. I hate streaming services sometimes. I almost got convinced to buy the subscription service for HBO Max. Because right now I have Netflix and Disney Plus with the Hulu and ESPN. So, yeah, well, I'm subscribed. Your streams do pop up on my recommended. That's good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know it's maybe not something on my end. I know there was recently, I was talking with some VTubers about it, how YouTube has been trying to suppress like VTuber content. You know what will help with ads? Subscribing to Poseidon Mythos. We need to hit Partner Plus this month, guys. We have, what, 4 days to hit it? YouTube algo is just a crapshoot. Yeah, because I'm like properly tagging everything. You know, my YouTube manager and I are like we're sitting in calls, like figuring out like what the fuck is going on. Did we change anything? So we've been trying a bunch of things. It's just one of those things where you just kind of just keep going, you know? Yeah, speaking of Partner Plus, guys, if you the means to do so, subscribe to me on Twitch. It can't be a Prime and it can't be a gift sub. But if I hit Partner Plus this month, that does help me a lot with, taking home more of my Twitch revenue. So yeah, it'll help me out a lot, and you get access to a bunch of cool emotes and a bunch of no ad streams. Yes, cool emotes. Yes. Fish Face, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wow, Busy Cake, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, like, that's right. My favorite subscription. I've been paying for this for 10 years. I'm not even kidding. I've been paying for this since like 2016. YouTube Premium. I do pay for YouTube Premium. I think YouTube Premium is a great subscription. I like being ad-free, and I like also just being able to play music on my phone with my phone off. I don't know, I just feel like YouTube Premium is worth it. Netflix, HBO, Paramount Plus. I used to have Paramount Plus, but then there just wasn't enough things on Paramount Plus that I felt like was worth my money. Yeah, YouTube Premium's great. I love YouTube Premium. That is like the one subscription I will shill to everybody. I've been paying for it for 10 years, and I don't regret any of it. Fight that shadow and plug their product. Yeah! YouTube, look, listen! Please. Push my algorithm, push my videos to the algorithm, please. I'm cool, I promise. Me, Poseidon, Mythos, I'm so cool. Yeah, when they start to play ads in the middle of your songs, like, thankfully I haven't experienced that in a long time. But, because I've been paying for it, but I really love YouTube Premium. It's a great subscription. Like, I'm not sponsored or anything, I promise. Like, I used to pay for YouTube Premium with my little baby high school money. My little, like, allowance I'd get every week. I'd save up just to be able to pay for my YouTube Premium every month. So, if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what else will. But I love it. It's great. I have no problem paying for it. Yeah, I honestly, please don't shoot me for this, chat. I mean, I'm playing Spotify right now on my Twitch stream, but I actually regularly use like YouTube Music more than Spotify. Because I like being able to listen to covers on YouTube. Actually, speaking of, I hope the Spurs win the fight, or wins against OKC, dude. I watched the game last night, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not an OKC fan. If we have any OKC fans in chat, I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry. Listen. My father has been a Spurs fan since I was a child, okay? So, I have to go for the Spurs. All right. I do like the San Antonio Spurs. I thought it was really funny. So, the New York Knicks ended up, like, they're going to be in the finals. Like, they ended up winning their series. So, it's going to be whoever wins the Western Conference is going to go against the New York Knicks. And they, like... I'm scared for New York because I'm seeing a lot of videos where a lot of New Yorkers are like, well, if the Knicks win, then we're gonna riot this place. And I'm like, is New York going to explode if the Knicks win? I think it's cool though that the Knicks made it to the finals. After like 27 years of not making it to the finals, I think it's cool. I will say I am rooting for the Spurs just because I grew up with my family being Spurs fans. I need the Spurs to win for Wemby. Dude, Wemby needs, I don't know. Is Wemby gonna be player of the year? It's gonna be worse than Philly. So don't go to New York when the finals are happening, guys. Those scenes will be hilarious. Dude, I think no matter what happens, they're gonna riot no matter what. They're just finding an excuse. New York always says that, no worries. I'm actually really excited. I was a little upset that OKC won last night, but I think there's still a chance. All I know is that the Knicks win or lose, New York will become a crater. Yeah, exactly. No matter what happens, it's gonna explode. Okay, it's gonna explode. I think the Spurs got this. I think so too. Wemby's a really good player. I mean, that guy's a monster. Okay, I think it's kind of unfair how tall he is. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited. This was not the Lakers season, man. They had like Luka benched because he got an injury. I knew when that happened, it was cooked. I was like, oh, there's no way they're winning against OKC. Luka's not on the court. We're cooked. We're actually cooked. We're actually cooked. I heard the Spurs and my brain went, Tottenham Hotspurs a football club here in the UK. I'm sorry. Poor LeBron. Dude, I don't know. Is LeBron gonna retire? That man is so old. His son is playing on the team now. That's how old he is. I want to see the Knicks win just for New York to explode. Dude, I think New York's gonna explode whether or not the Knicks win or lose. After last night, the Spurs are gonna fight back. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. I will say it's very frustrating watching like OKC games and seeing how like rough OKC plays and the referees not calling anything out. Oh my god. Yeah, New York's gonna explode regardless. New York's gonna explode regardless. Doesn't matter. They're just finding a reason to explode. I keep saying, like, people say that they're gonna take the Statue of Liberty off. I'm like, you guys are not going to do that. You guys are not gonna do that. That's not even possible. Yeah, I think they've been, I've been seeing videos of police being more present around, like, Madison Square Garden and stuff. His ass is dinosaur. I will say, LeBron's old as fuck, but he still plays pretty well for how old he is. New York City might become Gotham. It actually might. New York City might actually become Gotham City during this finals. Crazy though. I won't be mad if the Knicks win because it's cool that they'll win like after. If they win, it's like, oh, it's been 27 years, but I don't know, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Spurs fan. Growing up, my dad, he really liked the San Antonio Spurs and Boston Celtics because my dad's favorite basketball player of all time is Larry Bird. And he would just show me videos of just like basketball plays by him. And it was great. That's how me and my dad bonded. We would watch sports together. It was very sweet. It's my dad's birthday today. I need to call him. I would totally call him on stream, but I really cannot. I think he's actually worse than my mom. He's gonna say my name for sure. Sure, Pops lied when Larry Bird played? Yeah. My dad used to play basketball in like little leagues and stuff. Like he was on this like Filipino basketball league at his work because there were a bunch of Filipinos that worked at this hospital that he used to work at, and they had like a basketball league. And my dad would play a lot, and he would bring me to his games. My dad's actually pretty tall for a Filipino. It's actually crazy. He's like 6 foot, which apparently isn't. It's not common for Filipinos to be that tall. Kronos watch football. My dad's not a football person. He really likes basketball. He's kind of into baseball, kind of. And he really likes boxing because what Filipino isn't into boxing? I mean, we have Manny Pacquiao for Christ's sake. Maybe buy a jersey of Larry Bird. I should. Kronos watches football? No, he doesn't. He doesn't like football. The only time he'll watch football is the Super Bowl. But that's because people have Super Bowl parties. My dad wants an excuse to drink. But my dad's kind of old now. He doesn't drink as often anymore, which I guess is good. Looks like you got no nose. I have a nose. It's just really tiny. It's right there. See, it's right there. It's like a little thing. Take a minute, time if you want to call him. I'm gonna call him after stream. I'll call him after stream. He's actually working right now, so I probably shouldn't call him. I texted him though this morning. I was like, happy birthday, I'll call later. But yeah, I don't know. I think him and his wife are doing something later. Yeah, my dad Mother Rhea and Father Kronos are not together. Father Kronos ended up remarrying to a wonderful woman. She's actually very sweet. Domly said hi. Dude, my dad still doesn't understand how my streaming works. One of my family members, okay, so my mom sent my YouTube channel to my entire family in the Philippines, including my dad's family, when I told her not to. So then my dad, I told him I did content, but he never understood, okay? So then he got sent my YouTube channel by one of my aunts, his sister, and was like, look, Sai has like 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. Don't you think that's crazy? My dad called me. He was like, oh, so this is what you do. Why does your character have big boobs? Like, I don't know. He watched the video of my mom and he was just like, yeah, your mom hasn't really changed much. A massive Batman fan. I've always been like an MCU and Marvel person. My dad really likes like Batman and Superman though. My dad used to watch those movies with me as a child. Whoa! Sid, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in for those who are new here. Hi, my name is Poseidon. I'm the goddess of the seas, earth, pigs, and horses, and I'm a VTuber, the VTuber talent agency, Mythos. Thank you so much for that raid. We're yapping. We're gonna react soon. I'm sorry, we've been yapping for like over an hour now because I just don't know when to shut the fuck up. But thank you for the raid and all those to the follow. What'd you guys do today? Did you have a good stream? Adam West is the best Batman. I really liked the Batman with Heath Ledger as Joker. That was a good one. The Dark Knight, there we go. Persona 3 Reload. What fun! I've never played Persona. I'm also scared if I play Persona, I'm not gonna stop playing. That's another reason why I don't play Persona. Listen, I'm very, very aware of my addictive personality. Love your outfit, thank you, appreciate it. Christian Bale, Batman was the Nolan one. Got it. The correct answer is never. I appreciate it, thank you. But yeah, I want to go visit my dad again. My dad lives in Canada. My dad actually just recently became a Canadian citizen, which I'm very happy about. He became a Canadian citizen. So now he has like, what, 3 citizenships? I can't remember. Used to be a DC Marvel fan. What about anime DC? Oh, I see. I usually stick to 3 mobile games tops. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do mobile games, okay? It's too accessible for me. Listen, I've talked about it last time, I'll talk about it again. Listen, there's a reason why I uninstalled Cookie Run Kingdom from my phone, okay? There's a reason why. Mobile games are the fucking death of me. They're too accessible. Like, I can play it on my bed, I can play it on my couch, I can play it in the car, I can do a bunch of stuff. You'll be addicted, but we're gonna go Nikke. Yeah, we're gonna play Nikke tomorrow. Dude, one of my friends made awesome art for tomorrow's stream, and also Midnight Castle drew the Dodo with my new model, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna use both of these arts for tomorrow. First time Nikke, bro. Need a rest though? No worries. Go. Feel free to raid and run. Excuse me. We're gonna be reacting soon, but I appreciate the raid. I hope you have a wonderful day. Appreciate you. Thank you, Kate, for the 4 bits. I appreciate you. Thank 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 you. Yes, Nikke. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh jeez. Oh God. Unfortunately, we're gonna be playing Nikke tomorrow. I say unfortunately because I know it's gonna be a good time and I'm going to might spend money. I don't know. Can you guys convince me not to spend money tomorrow, please? Free to play only, Sai. Yeah, it's first time. Pokemon Go. I recently was playing Pokemon Go. And yeah, I think I'm level like 39 in that game. Which I think is considered low now. That used to be like considered a high level. Comes to game of boring Pokemon usually. No, you're so real. I feel like my taste in games is boring compared to other people. I'm like, yeah, I like Pokemon. I used to play League. Free to play only, not pay to win. No, we're not pay to win. Thank you for Hydra Check. Appreciate you. Neverness to Everness. I'm not caught up with all these games, man. I'm not gonna play long is enough at a turn to spend, right? I don't trust myself. Okay, I'm very self-aware of my addictive behaviors. I'm very aware. I'm very, very aware. My waifu has a clear style and games. I really like my recent trend of games has been a lot more on the cozy side, like Stardew. I talk about Stardew a lot because I really love that game. I really love Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley is a great game. Really cute outfit, thank you. Yeah, Tomodachi Life we'll probably revisit soon. I haven't touched it since last stream, or the last stream I did it with. I look back at like how ugly my characters are and I'm like, we're gonna fix this. Oh, there's someone Gen AI, that's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I don't know if we're ever gonna come to a point where a game isn't gonna use that though. I feel like too many game studios are using it now in ways they shouldn't be. Like, come on, can we just hire artists, please? I don't know, I don't have like a best Nikkei girl. I guess we're gonna find out tomorrow. Pretty sure mixtape will do well in the algorithm. Wow. Yeah, it's unfortunate NTEs use Gen AI. It's so hard nowadays to be able to differentiate what's AI and what isn't anymore. Like, I see videos online now and people in the comments, it looks so real, and people in the comments like, this is AI. Like, I couldn't tell. What the fuck? Yeah, I want to do more cozy games on stream. But here's the thing with like cozy games is I'm very quiet. So I don't really like playing cozy games on stream because I'm quiet and I'm not entertaining and I'm just sitting here relaxed. But one playthrough at any point, I mean, we're playing Lazarus right now. Priga is the newest Nikkei to be added. What is that one gacha game where the girls are based on boats? I think was that Azure Lane? They're all like based on boats. Do you play stuff like Rune Factory? I have not. I actually really want to play Rune Factory. And Harvest Moon. Animal Crossing's top tier for me too. But I feel like that's pretty common. Most people will agree to that. Azure Lane, yeah, that's the I know Azure Lane's good too. I don't know. I kind of want to play Brown Dust too. But I don't know if you guys seen the animations in Brown Dust, but they're fucking diabolical, okay? It's some of the most down bad of a gacha game I've ever seen. Brown Dust 2 is fucking crazy. Azure Lane, yeah. Oh no. Brown Dust will definitely get you flagged. Oh, for sure. Brown Dust will get me fucking bonked in the head. RF3? What is RF3? What is RF3? Rune Factory 3? I do like grindy games. Grindy games are fun. Worse than Nikkei? Yeah. Brown Dust, look up Brown Dust 2 animations. They are 100% worse than Nikkei. They're like pretty down bad. I don't even know if I want to show it on stream. But look it up. It's actually fucking crazy. Story of season? Yeah! I'll have to look it up. Make sure your mother is not in the room. Or anybody who could possibly judge you for watching Brown Dust 2 animations. Brown Dust 2 is as close as hentai as it gets without being named Project Melody. Yeah, it's really like on the line of hentai. Are you a Lads player? No. I was trying to get into Lads, but here's the thing with me. I like hot men, but I like hot women more than hot men. I tend to like hot women more. Those games are more fun to me. That's not to say Lads is like a bad game or anything. It's just hot women do something to me that hot men can't. Listen, it's almost Pride Month, but I do swing both ways. I do swing both ways. Okay, guys, we gotta get to reacting. But before we get to reacting, I really need to pee. I really need to piss. So, we know what time it is, right, chat? We know what time it is. It's time for the ferret walk while I pee. First word is hentai. I was just talking about how Brown Dust 2 is the closest One of my mods is saying roundness is the closest to hentai you can get without it actually being hentai. Yeah, it's a go piss girl time. We're actually reacting to like pretty simple videos today. Pretty short videos. I don't think any of these are more than 30 minutes. Which I do like. Oh my gosh. There we go. Someone asked me to react to more pars, so we're gonna react to more pars. Let me duplicate this. Look at the front.
Hello!
Hi, Midnight Castle! I'm gonna go pee, guys. I'll go pee really quick. By really quick, I mean like 5 minutes. So I can also stretch. I'll be right back, and when I'm back, we're gonna start reacting. Where is it? Don't leave just yet, guys. And I need you guys to behave while I'm gone. Got it? All right, I'll be right back. You guys miss me? I peed. I peed a lot, actually. There was a lot of pee that came out. That's so nasty. I'm sorry. I just had to make sure you guys knew. I had to make sure you guys knew how much I peed. Ron, thank you for the follow. Glad to know you're well hydrated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I can sleep better knowing that. Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Okay, guys. Someone recommended this to me, and I'm really fucking scared. Okay, listen. Listen, I need to get up and close and personal. One of the few places I'm scared of on this planet is actually Australia, okay? I think Australian people are great, okay? The few Australian people I'm friends with and have talked to have been nothing more than pleasant, okay? They're awesome. However, the problem I have with Australia is the type of creatures that live within Australia, okay? I don't know what happened to all the animals that live there, but they are horrifying. I don't know why the spiders are big. Okay, I don't know why everything just happens to be bigger in Australia. It's actually fucking horrifying. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes. Florida's America's Australia. I can see that. Can't be worse than Florida, man. Well, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna be watching The Toad That Broke Australia. I'm scared. I'm actually really scared.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Yes. I'm scared of kangaroos. They're cute, but they can hurt you really bad.
But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad.
Oh my god, why is he so big? Why is he so large?
But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way back.
I'm
the year
scared.
is 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do.
Okay.
With the British.
Everything leads back to the British.
You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country.
Oh, Lord.
Part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in
Did they bring the toad over
this
there?
story is sugarcane.
I would like to apologize for my ancestors' action.
Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
Real.
But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments.
Oh my god,
ruled
it's
out
that guy.
Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum. These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant
I did not like that.
leaves. So when cane farmers
Anything that has more than 4 legs freaks me out.
joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a f***ing Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven.
Why are its legs fuzzy?
And set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough,
I hate snails. Guys, if you ever see a snail, like a snail eggs, do yourself and everyone else a favor. Kill the snail eggs. They are very invasive. I say as snails have been eating some of my crops in my garden. My poor bell pepper plant. These goddamn snails.
the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs.
Wait, I can't stream that
eggs around the
That was a lot of sex.
base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae.
I don't like
and
that.
unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves.
What do
They eat the roots.
Oh, that's really bad.
So the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted, and the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along
so
with their
sad.
profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Station.
God damn it.
Or the BSES in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs.
I feel bugs crawling in my skin. Ah!
They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticide.
F. Are we back? We're so back. I saw it immediately. Refresh! Oh noes, we're so back. I hate OBS. I hate OBS. I hate OBS. It's not a Poseidon stream if fucking OBS wants to shit on itself. Never been more back.
Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in
Am I the only one that really didn't like that movie? I did not like Bugs Life.
this office,
It scared me as a kid, I'm not gonna lie.
please give me anything. What about cane toads? What? Cane toads. Those
Cane
big
toads?
f***ing fat things that
Why are they so big?
exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs. We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean,
Yes.
what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing, right? Nothing, right? Surely the cane toads don't, like, destroy the entire Australian ecosystem, right?
And so, in June of 1936,
Yeah, fuck Kevin Spacey.
2,400
It's really unfortunate. That man is very talented, but I hate that guy.
brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
Jesus Christ! Do their tongues go that long?
The high ground.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now this all sounds like
So then what was the point?
information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan. This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase. The BSES did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads.
How do they not do that? What? They didn't research?
Are you This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological
Oh no. They really did say fucking we ball.
and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly
What did they
large
eat?
omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths.
Uh-oh.
rats, mice,
Lizards.
snails, baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of fucking Kirby. And then,
God.
not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing.
No!
A lot.
They had sex!
In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch.
What?
But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia
What do you mean by that? There has to be something that can eat these toads, right?
is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control. Wait, what?
What?
Cane toads are poisonous. So those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin. No, that's not a D's nuts joke. Got him! Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands.
That's disgusting.
And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And
Awesome.
two, the other ingredient, bufogen,
Boofagen.
just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Oh, awesome. Great.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this ass poison build by either
But nothing
developing
in
immunity
Australia knows
or
how to deal
learning
with
to
it.
eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem.
No.
And despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Caleb toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger.
They just get bigger.
And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES noticed this and, did fucking...
Did anybody go to jail for this? I feel like this is them not doing their research and allowing this to happen has to be some sort of criminal offense, right? It has to be some sort of criminal offense.
Nothing. Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing. Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced,
What do you do against this? Like, honest question, what do you do?
breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And consider...
No!
At this point, there were 5 fucking million of them. That happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to...
We used to put firecrackers inside of them and watch them explode. That is pretty metal, man.
acknowledge that maybe, just maybe...
Listen, we fucked up.
But, oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No! They left it for the government to clean up.
Oh, wonderful.
A second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field.
God damn it.
Yeah, they realised
No.
just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species.
That's
and
so
they've
sad.
even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest.
No!
And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication.
I mean, at this point, I don't know what else would work.
Switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads. You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but,
I don't want a toad in my freezer.
Don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
I don't
so
either.
They just use a golf club or a car.
Driving in my car right after.
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely fucking awful for? The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit.
They didn't.
They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers.
Yeah, fuck those
because
guys.
You may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the fucking idea when they came up for it in 1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger fucking issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah. You have got to be fucked. G'day.
Yeah, dude,
Merry
fuck those
Christmas,
guys.
Happy holidays, and thank you so much for watching. This is the first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel, and I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it, so I hope you enjoyed. Also,
Thanks,
a quick announcement if anyone missed it. We're partnered with Gamersubs now.
Oh,
the
sick.
link in the code is in the description. So go grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this for literally changing my life. That will never not mean the world to me, so thank you. Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period.
Thanks.
And I will see you all next time.
Yeah, dude, fuck those guys. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's so sad. Those toads did not ask for that. Those toads did not ask to be fucking put on that damn island. All right? They just did what they were supposed to do, and now people just want to kill them. So, I don't blame the toads. I blame the stupid ass, what is it, BSES and those farmers. Oh, God. They really got dropped in there like Fortnite. Yeah, the battle bus just went and dropped those guys off. 200 million toads is crazy. I mean, I guess that makes sense if they're laying like 8,000 to 30,000 eggs. BSES really put the BS in it. Real. Oh, Lord. Not the freaking AI thumbnail. Thumbs down, bro. Thumbs down. Frodo, thank you for the follow. You're the Pokemon guy. Right? Pokemon TCG. I'm not crazy, right? those are out here going, what the fuck? What do you say fuck me for? Dude, those toads did nothing wrong. They were just living their goddamn lives. I thought I followed you this whole time. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not offended. Oh my god. I've been seeing an increase of like Pokemon TCG creators using AI in their thumbnails, and I'm like, Yeah, there's actually quite a few Pokemon TCG like YouTubers I see now using AI thumbnails, and I'm just like, guys, is it really that hard to open like Canva or something and make a simple thumbnail? Are we being so for real right now? Yeah, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh creators using them. I'm very disappointed. They follow me a lot. It's gross. Dude, I don't remember what pro player did it, but I remember there was a pro player that made like a Dragapult guide, and they used freaking AI. And their excuse was like, oh yeah, my thumbnail person just wasn't available. It's like, okay, then find someone else. Like, it literally takes maybe 5 minutes on like Canva or Photoshop or Affinity to make a thumbnail. It's fucking crazy. Or it's not that deep. Yes, it is. It is that deep. It is that deep. Those people are fucking idiots. Oh. Yeah, there's like so many options. There's Canva. Canva's free. Affinity, I believe, is free too, which is like a great Photoshop alternative. Photoshop is an option as well. There's like, what, Photopea? Which is like the browser version of Photoshop that's free. Like, come on, guys. Really? Don't... InShot. Yeah, like, guys, make your own thumbnails. And this looks like ass, too. Like, this doesn't even look good. Sorry, I'm like, I don't mean to shame this person. Maybe I do. Because I don't have respect for people who use AI in their fucking thumbnails, man. There's no fucking way. Guys, I promise, Photoshop is not hard. Canva is free, and it does most of the work for you. If you want an outline, you just click the outline button. Sad part is getting canceled for AI. Just use Cloud AI Bros. And exactly. I try not to say anything about it, because I know it's a very touchy topic. But it's just like disappointing in like the communities that I'm in. Especially like Pokemon TCG. There's way too many people using AI, and it doesn't even look good. It doesn't even look good. I can make a better thumbnail in 5 minutes. Oh god. I should get back to making Pokemon TCG shorts. I miss doing this. I'm just not too familiar with meta right now because, unfortunately, I don't want to play in a Dragapult meta. Always shame AI Bros. Do it. I used to make, like, there's a short I made where it's like, if you want to get into Pokemon TCG, these are great products to start with. PowerPoint, skills applicable to those programs. I've been out of school. Like, yeah, if you could make PowerPoint, you could 100% make a thumbnail. Honestly, I feel like it's so much easier nowadays. Like, I always recommend Canva to people, because Canva's a great program. It's unfortunate, because there's, like, AI, Gen AI now on Canva, but you don't have to use that feature. But, I mean, Canva's really easy to use. It's super user-friendly. Affinity's free. Affinity is a great alternative for people who don't want to pay for Photoshop or don't want to learn Photoshop. Cover the Worlds format today. I got more of those coming. Oh my gosh, Worlds. Are you going to Worlds? I fortunately got in my first wave, so I was able to get like the Chase Center pass, which apparently sold out by the time the second wave came out. And all my friends got in the second and third waves, and none of them are going to the Chase Center. No. NAIC. Oh, I didn't get into NAIC. Dude, getting into NAIC is so fucking hard. It's so hard. I wish I was gonna go. I'm gonna try to go next year. But NAIC is pretty expensive. Yeah, Canva's great. Canva's great if you don't use the AI stuff. I'm undefeated. Ah! I wish that was me. I wish that was me. I have a lot of friends going to NAIC, and I'm just like, have fun. Twitch. Smiles. Never whiffing reg. I whiffed it. I tried. We'll do tour. I want to go to EUIC. A few of my friends ended up going to EUIC. Some of my locals went. And the EUIC merch was so cool. I should have asked them to get me something, but that's so cool. I want to go to EUIC. I just want an excuse to go back to Europe. I really like Europe. Europe's really cool. Is it gonna be in London again? I hope they do NAIC in a different location next year. Have you been playing Champions? No. I've not been playing Champions. I need to go back. The rumor is Frankfurt. Ooh, Germany? Ooh. Ooh. The last regional I went to was LA. That was like fine. I didn't play though. I just went there, hung out, and got out. Been to EUIC twice. It's so good. I heard EUIC is a lot of fun. NAIC though, didn't meet you in Vegas. I was sad. No! Yeah, unfortunately, there were so many like people that wanted to meet up in Vegas, and I just didn't get a chance. You'll have to let me know, Frodo, what your next event is. That isn't World or next season. Yeah, I have like a bunch of new cards that I'm getting printed, so people can collect the cool Poseidon cards. Anyways, we should react to the next video. I don't know, low key. Let me subscribe to this guy. I could. I feel like we reacted to this video already. This guy is known for his shorts, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I saw these thumbnails and I got kind of freaked out. I got a little freaked out. Like, this one freaked me out. I didn't like this one. What the fuck is this? Directed by Michael Bay. That's so funny. Hold up. I don't know if I reacted to this video. I'm gonna just check. Also, I don't know what's going on. I'm actually going to the doctor on Friday morning. I think my allergies have just been way out of control recently. And I'm really getting tired of like sniffing all over the place. It's sounding really horrible. So I'm going to the doctor on Friday morning, and hopefully they can get me something that will make it so I don't sound horrible all the time. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I don't know. I think it might be the weather. I think the weather is kind of fucking me over. What is that thumbnail? Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I don't know why. Was this video playing while I was doing something? You think it's gotten worse over the years? Actually, I think it's gotten better, but I recently like stopped taking a medication for my allergies, and then they came back, and I was like, wow, okay, I think I need to go back to the doctor and get a new prescription or something. So, very cool. I like it. Thank you. It's very casual. Very casual. Anywho, we're back with more Sai and React. And then JTV, because I really like his videos. But that's not news to anybody. I made up 50 new Pokemon moves. Surely none of these will be broken, right? Surely none of these will be broken. Trust, 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 trust.
Greetings, Pokey fans! Michael here, and today's video is 50 Pokemon moves that I came up with. Most will be variations of existing moves, but there will be some that are totally original.
Oh, okay.
Most will be moves
Are we reworking moves?
that I think could make sense in an actual game, but some of them will be very silly. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, pick up some merch at mnjtvmerch.com, and let's dive in. First, I want to talk about priority moves. Now, there are a lot of moves that have increased priority, but I want to focus on the moves that are variations of Quick Attack, since Quick Attack was the original only priority move. Quick Attack has 40 base power, 100% accuracy, and +1 priority. The Quick Attack variations are Mach Punch, Aqua Jet, Bullet Punch, Ice Shard, Shadow Sneak,
Ice Shard is so fun.
Rock, and Vacuum Wave. All of these moves are 40 base power, 100% accurate, and +1 priority.
Oh, Vacuum Wave
and
is
all
the
of them are
only
physical
special
moves except Vacuum Wave. I think that every type should have the opportunity.
I find it interesting that a fighting move is a special move. I don't think that's very common. The only fighting move that I feel I can remember as a special move is what, Aurasphere?
For stab priority moves, so I came up with a quick attack variant for every single type that doesn't already have one. For bug type, I'd call it Zing Sting. Not my favorite of this bunch, but I think it's a solid name, and it would be a physical move. For dark type, I'd call it Sneak Attack. Sucker Punch is a +1 priority move already, but it is stronger than Quick Attack and only works if the opponent attacks. This would be a move that would go first regardless of the opponent's move choice. I chose the name Sneak Attack because it's basically another type of Sucker Punch, an underhanded attack the opponent doesn't see coming. It would be a physical move. For dragon type, I'd call it Dragon Dash. More than a third of all dragon moves are just dragon blank, so I think this works just fine. It would be a physical move. For electric, I would call it Zip Zap or Zap Zip.
I feel like that's one of those like Let's Go moves, no? Like Zippy Zap or some shit.
But the freaking partner Eevee in Let's Go already took that with Zippy Zap.
Okay. I was like, I've heard Zip Zap, Zippy Zap before.
Side note, does not count as a quick attack variant because it is not the same power and always does a critical hit. And it's only in Let's Go. Like, no, I'm making an electric one. Instead, I am going with Volt Jolt. Since I can't use Zip Zap, I wanted another pair of similar sounding words. I think this could work as both physical or special, but I'll go ahead and say it's physical. For Fairy, I would call it Sparkle Sprint. The Fairy Z move is Twinkle Tackle, a name I've always enjoyed, so this is inspired by that. It would be physical since the Fairy type needs more physical moves. For the Fire type, I wanted to call it Flash Fire, a term for a sudden, intense fire. However, that's already an ability. So instead, I'll call it Flash Flame, which makes it sound smaller and quicker. It would be a special move. For flying, I would call it Jetstream, named after the fast-flowing air currents. It would be a special move. For grass, I would call it Speedweed, simply because I just love that name, you know? It's fun to say.
Speedweed is kind of
It would be a special move since I picture weeds rapidly growing and overwhelming the opponent. For ground, I would call it Quicksand because it's sand that's quick. It would be a special move since I picture the Pokemon generating a pool of quicksand beneath the opponent from a distance. For poison, I would call it Poison Dart, like the ones shot from a blowgun or a tranquilizer gun.
Okay.
Since the idea is that the Pokemon would fire the dart from a distance, this would be a special move. And finally, for Psychic, I would call it Impulse. Psychic moves often have to do with the mind, so if the Pokemon is acting on an impulse, they'd be moving fast. I think this one would be physical, since the Psychic type needs more physical moves. Quick side note before we move on to the next segment, I want to take a moment to talk about Accelerock. Accelerock is the rock type quick attack variant, but it's actually a signature move for Midday and Dusk Lycanroc. Later in this video, I'll be coming
Do other rock types not have it?
Move variants for types that already have one because the existing one is a signature move. But I'm not doing that for Accelerock. That's because I believe Accelerock is a signature move that could very easily just be given to other Pokemon.
Fair enough.
Why can't other Pokemon accelerate a rock? This has
That's a fair argument.
It's happened plenty of times before. Leaf Blade used to be Sceptile's signature move and then it was given to other Pokemon. Heck, even a quick attack variant used to be a signature move, Mach Punch for Hitmonchan in Gen 2, but then it was expanded outward. I'm not coming up with an alternate Accelerock because, like I said, why can't anyone just accelerate a rock? Another move that I want to make more variations of is Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry was introduced in Gen 6, and it's an ice type attack that is also super effective against water type Pokemon. I love the concept of moves that are super effective against types that they normally are not. I just think it's really interesting.
I do like that concept a lot.
In fact, I came up with a move just like that when I was a kid, years before Freeze Dry was ever introduced. That move was Weed Whacker, a steel type move also super effective against grass types. It was the signature move of Maron, the Steel Psychic Lawnmower Pokemon that I came up with when I was a kid. I wanted to come up with some more, so here's some other Pokemon attacks that would be super effective against types that they normally are not. Blackout would be a dark type move super effective against electric Pokemon. I'm picturing it as a special move since its premise is basically sapping the power and light from everything in the vicinity. Pesticide would be a poison type move super effective against bug.
Pesticide.
type Pokemon. Oddly
That's so silly.
enough, Poison was actually super effective against Bug in Gen 1, so I think some Kanto Pokemon should get it as a nod to days gone by. It would be a special move since they'd be spraying the poisonous chemicals.
Funny.
Vacuum would be a flying type move, super effective on fire type Pokemon. The idea is that the user sucks the air away from the area surrounding the Pokemon, thus creating a vacuum. Fires need oxygen to burn, so by suffocating the flames, they are extinguished. It would be a special move since the user would be manipulating the air from a distance. Warrior's Eye would be a fighting type move, super effective on dragon type Pokemon. My idea is that by utilizing the skill of a dragon slaying warrior, the user can target the dragon's weak points where their scaly armor isn't as strong. It would be a physical move. Electromagnet would be an electric move, super effective against steel types. Metal is very good at conducting electricity, so good that it can be converted into a magnet if electricity flows through it in the right way. And honestly, I think it's odd that steel was never weak to electric in the first place. This would be a special move. Next, I want to talk about super powerful attacks that are so strong that there's some kind of drawback for the user. Specifically, I want to discuss variations of Hyper Beam and Overheat. Hyper Beam is so strong, 150 base power, that it requires the user to recharge on the turn after it is used. Its variations are Hydro Cannon, Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, Rock Wrecker, Giga Impact, and Roar of Time. Other moves that require recharge but aren't technically variants due to having differing powers or accuracies are Prismatic Laser, Eterna Beam, and Meteor Assault.
Eterna Beam is such a silly name.
Overheat is also very strong, and its drawback is instead that the user's special attack drops by 2 stages immediately after usage. It has weaker power though, 130 now and 140 before Gen 6. But to me that lower power makes a lot of sense. The special attack drop can be circumvented by using a white herb or by switching the Pokemon out. Meanwhile, a recharging Pokemon has to recharge, and there's nothing you can do about it unless the attack ended the battle. The Overheat variants are Draco Meteor, Leaf Storm, Fleur Cannon, and Psycho Boost. Well, technically Psycho Boost is not still a variation because all the other ones have their power.
I've literally never heard of Psycho Boost before.
Power drop in Gen 6 and Psycho Boost did not, but like, who cares? It's basically the same. I am talking about these two categories of moves together because their names are interchangeable. If you swapped the power and effects of Frenzy Plant and Leaf Storm, both would still make sense because both names convey a lot of plant, or just in general, a very large amount of or very powerful attack of that particular element. The following will be a list of moves that I came up with that could function as either Hyper Beam or Overheat variants, since all of their names are supposed to convey massive power. I'll be giving one to every single type that does not currently have a Hyper Beam or Overheat variant, plus some types whose current variants are exclusively signature moves. For the bug type,
Grass Blast,
I would call it Super Swarm. Bugs are always their most powerful in large groups, so it makes sense for the new strongest bug move, excluding Z and Max moves, to make use of their strength in numbers. Also,
only Deoxys learns Psycho Boost? Oh, that's probably why I don't know.
I like the name because it's a pun of Superstorm. This would be a physical move, so if it were an Overheat variant, it would harshly lower the user's attack instead of special attack. For Dark type, I would call it Sinister Force. It just sounds powerful and ominous.
That sounds scary.
I think it could go either way for physical or special. Next up is Dragon, which I don't have to cover, since while Eterna Beam and Roar of Time are signature moves, Draco Meteor is not. It's widely accessible.
Yes.
But I'm still covering it because I want to. So instead, this would be my Dragon type Hyper Beam variant that a lot of Pokemon can learn. This move would be Mythic Storm. Surprisingly, none of the existing dragon moves acknowledge dragons' position as mythical creatures, and I think a move should fix that.
Really? What the heck?
It would definitely be a special move. For electric type, I would call it Power Surge. Power surges are large increases in voltage that can damage
Just realizing, I feel like I've seen Chansey way too much in this.
devices if they're too powerful. That seems like the perfect name for an electric move that is so strong that the user either has to rest or do less damage subsequently.
Yeah.
I think it would definitely be a special move. For Fairy, which I'm covering since Fleur Cannon is a signature move, I would call it Blinding Light. Lots of fairy moves have something to do with light, like Dazzling Gleam, Twinkle Tackle, and Moonlight. Blinding Light tells you that this particular light is on another level of bright and powerful.
Yes.
It is definitely a special move. For fighting, which I'm covering since Meteor Assault is a signature move, I would call it Supreme Smash. I wanted to have this one include the word smash as a nod to all
What did this Chansey do wrong?
Might's attacks, and Supreme is a nice word to toss in front for some alliteration. Clearly, this would be a physical move. For flying, I would call it Tornado Horde. Flying already has the move Hurricane, and I like the idea of more flying moves referencing severe weather. I think sending multiple tornadoes at once implies much more power, especially since the dragon move Twister already exists. And this would definitely be a special move. For Ghost, I'd call it Haunted Hammer. Ghost was physical prior to the physical special split, so I thought making this move physical would make a lot of sense. I picked Hammer because it has a nice alliteration with Haunted. For Ground, I'd call it Epicenter Slam.
I like that
epicenter
name.
is the point on the Earth's surface vertically above the focus of an earthquake. And my idea for this move is that it's so powerful, the point of impact becomes the epicenter of an earthquake. This one is physical. For Ice, I'd call it Whiteout. A whiteout is a blizzard that is so intense that it
I don't know why my brain went to like the fucking thing the like white paint, the whiteout paint you paint over like pen mistakes. I don't know why my brain went there.
reduces visibility to basically 0. This is basically Blizzard, but more intense, so it is a special move. For Poison, I'd call it Smog Squall. A squall is a sudden and violent gust of wind, and a squall of poisonous gas would definitely be a very powerful poison move.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is clearly a special attack. I'll be covering the Psychic type since both Prismatic Laser and Psycho Boost are signature moves, so I think a more widely accessible, really powerful Psychic move would be called Brain Blast! I'm kidding. It would actually be Neuron Blast.
I like Brain Blast, come on.
Neurons are brain cells, of course, and using their power to launch bombs sounds super powerful, but also very taxing on the user. It would definitely be a special attack. Finally, for this category is Steel, and I would call it Titan Charge. Titanium is one of the hardest metals, but it's a bit much to say, so I'm shortening it to just Titan, which also sounds very cool. The idea is that the user would harden their body as much as possible, then charge into the target. It would be a physical move. Next, let's talk about binding moves. Moves that do damage, but then continue to do damage and trap the target on the field for the next several turns. They vary in power and accuracy, so they're not all variations of each other, but they all do basically the same thing. Those moves are Bind, Clamp, Fire Spin, Infestation, Magma Storm, Sand Tomb, Snap Trap, Thunder Cage, Whirlpool, and Wrap. Also, GMAX Centiferno and GMAX Sandblast, but those don't really matter as much.
Yeah, those don't count.
Michael here, while watching through this video to make sure it was all good to post. And I am just now learning that Snap Trap is a grass type move, which is ridiculous because it looks like it uses a metal bear trap. Like what, how is this a grass type move? Anyways.
Maybe it's meant to trap grass in Pokemon? I don't know.
The rest of these items,
kind of strange.
I go under the assumption that Snap Trap is a steel type move. So keep that in mind. Don't worry, I still made both a grass and a steel type binding move, but I just needed to clarify that before we move on. Okay, back to past me. So I made up some binding moves for the types that don't have any yet. For Dark, I'd call it Disorient. The idea is that by disorienting the target with darkness, they can't find their way out of the battle, and will also trip over some stuff and hurt themselves in the process. This would be a special move. For Dragon, I would call it Lair Trap, referencing a dragon's lair. I think this would be special since the Pokemon would be generating a layer of energy. For Electric, which I'm mentioning since Thunder Cage is a signature move, I'd call it Wire Tie. This would be a physical move since they'd be physically tying down the opponent with electrically charged wires. For Fairy, I'd call it Mist Veil. The mist is designed to both hurt them and prevent them from finding their way out. It would be a special move. For Fighting, I'd call it Headlock, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Headlocks makes
Clearly,
a lot of
it would be a physical move. For Flying, I'd call it Cyclone. Whirlpool, Fire Spin, and Sand Tomb are all binding moves that have to do with creating a vortex. It's honestly surprising that it hasn't been done with just plain air yet. Well, they have made an air vortex move, that being Whirlwind, but it's not even a flying type move, and also it doesn't trap the target. It actually does the opposite. For Ghost,
okay.
I'd call it Phantom Grasp. It'd be a physical move, and I just like the sound of the name and the image of ghostly hunted
sick.
Tendrils wrapping up the target. For Grass, I'd call
Sounds like something I would read online on a specific spicy site.
it
Anyways,
Vine Bind.
that also sounds like something I'd read on a spicy site.
I know Bind is already a binding move, but Vine and Bind almost rhyme, and I think they just sound so good together, so I really want this to be the name. This would be a physical move since they'd be tying down or wrapping up the target with vines. For Ice, I'd call it Snow Vortex, basically Fire Spin with snow instead. Strangely, this would only be the second Ice type move to feature the word snow. The only other one so far is Powder Snow. For Poison, I would call it Toxic Cloud. Like with Disorient and Mist Veil, the Pokemon can't find its way out, and it'll be breathing toxic fumes at the same time. For Psychic, I'd call it Vertigo. It's much like the Dark type Disorient, but with a different name.
I don't
It would
like
also be
that.
a special move. For Rock, I could call it Rock Tomb, like Sand Tomb, but Rock Tomb is already a move that doesn't actually trap the target. Instead, I'm going with Stone Press, as a reference to how Giles Corey was pressed to death by stones during the Salem witch trials.
That's dark. That's a little dark.
Kinda dark. I
Yeah,
know,
that's what
but
I
worry not,
meant.
the user would stop the pressing long before the target Pokemon was actually squashed to death.
Okay.
Also, have you seen Continental Crush, the Z move? No, a couple stones, they're gonna be fine. Also, if it wasn't obvious, it's a physical move. And finally is Steel, since Snap Trap is a signature move. Now, I should say that I think Snap Trap is a great concept for a Steel type binding move. When I first tried to think of one, I thought of a Bear Trap, but then that's what Galarian Stunfisk literally is, so it makes sense that it has a move based on that. That doesn't really work as well for other Pokemon. So instead, I'll go with a move based on another spiky metal trapping device, Iron Maiden. Not the band, but the human-sized cabinet filled with spikes used as a torture device.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, but
Wow, this one and the rock one got kinda dark.
it did, yeah.
Sorry, kiddos, history's rough. And finally, I'll be going over moves that are not variations of existing moves.
True.
Well, they might be. It's more like I came up with a general concept, not specifically as a variation of an existing move, but then I might have selected its power and maybe its effect from an existing move. First off, I want to make a physical fairy move since I don't think there's enough of those. One that I think would be fun is Mist Fist. I picture it as the signature move of the first fairy fighting Pokemon that then gets expanded to other Pokemon later. I think it would be somewhere in the 75 to 85 base power range like Thunder Punch or Sky Uppercut. Next, I want to make a solidly powerful physical rock type move that is 100% accurate. As of now, the only damaging rock attacks that are 100% accurate are Ancient Power, Power Gem, Smackdown, and Accelerock. Of these four, the two physical ones are quite weak. I think a cool physical rock move to add that could be 100% accurate without overtaking Rock Slide in power would be Stone Claw. It functions like Shadow Claw, 70 base power, 100% accurate, higher than normal chance to crit. I feel like it's a logical move to make since a Pokemon encasing their claws in sharp stones seems like a logical attack tactic. Next, I want to come up with a water type move since I haven't come up with any water moves in this entire video. And since water has plenty of damaging moves already,
There's so many water moves.
I'm gonna make a non-damaging one. This move would be Cloud Cover.
Oh my god, it's me!
The Pokemon surrounds itself with clouds, which are of course made of water vapor, and it boosts its evasion. Now I know, we don't need any more moves that boost evasion. Nobody likes those, unless you're the one using them. But also, we don't really need any more water type moves either, okay? It was just an inclusionary exercise. But I'm not making any normal attacks because we definitely have too many normal moves. Next, I want to come up with a move that can cause a status condition not normally associated with its type. Scald and Scorching Sands are two attacks that are water and ground type, normally nothing to do with fire, but they can cause a burn. I also think it would make a lot of sense to have a steel type move that can cause a burn. After all,
so too.
I'm pretty sure we've all personally experienced this
Like the
by
slide
getting into a
burns?
car that's been sitting out in the sun and then accidentally touching the seatbelt buckle.
That's happened to me. And also I've been on like metal slides where it just fucking burned my butt.
And really regretting it. I'd call this move Forge Blade, with the idea being it's a blade just pulled out of a fiery hot forge. And it, of course, is a physical move. Next, I want to come up with a really good, strong, physical electric move that a lot of different Pokemon can learn. Because right now, the best physical electric moves are only accessible on certain specific Pokemon, like
Fair.
Zing Zap or Bolt Beak. I propose we add Lightning Slice, where the user, as you might imagine, creates a blade of electricity.
That
It would
Togedemaru's
essentially be
kind
an
of
electric
horrifying, I'm
type
not gonna
leaf
lie.
blade. 90 base power, 100% accurate, and a high crit ratio. Next, I want to talk about Spider-Man. He is one of the most
Spider-Man!
popular superheroes in the entire world, and one of his main combat techniques is shooting out a web string, attaching it to someone, then swinging them around and slamming them into someone else or a wall or the ground or whatever. However, all the existing web-related moves, String Shot, Spiderweb, and Sticky Web, are status moves that do
They're
not
not
do
physical.
damage. I
Yeah,
think
they
there
don't-
should
they don't
be
do
a
damage.
damaging bug type attack inspired by Spider-Man.
J. Jonah
where the
Jameson
Pokemon
dislikes
shoots
this
out a
video.
web string, attaches it to the target, then whips them around and slams them into the ground. I think a good name for it would simply be Web Sling. I think this would be a really good physical
Okay,
move with
I
90
like
base
that.
power,
That's kinda
since
cool.
all the other 90 base power bug moves are either special, the signature move attack order, or the first turn only first impression. For its effect, I think it would have a 10% chance to lower the target's speed, since both String Shot and Sticky Web deal with lowering speed. And for the final move of this video, I want to make a special fighting type attack, since there are so
Okay.
few, and the ones that exist are either known by very few Pokemon, like Aura Sphere, or they
Yeah, we
never
talked
hit
about
the
that
target, like
earlier.
Focus Blast. Why is it called Focus Blast if you can never hit them? I think a cool
For real.
special fighting attack would be Concussive Force. The idea is that the user punches the air in front of them so hard that it generates a shockwave that can hit the user from a distance. I think a base power of
Okay,
around
damn.
85 would make sense, and maybe you could have a chance to make the opponent flinch. I don't know about you, but if someone punched at me from the other side of the room, and then I still felt an impact, I would probably flinch. So there we have it, 50 Pokemon moves that I came up with. Let me know down in the comments below which ones were your favorite, and also some Pokemon moves that you came up with. I think that'd be fun to look at. But thank you so much for watching. With an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Patreon who are helping support my channel independent of fluctuating YouTube ad rates. If you want to help support me in the same way, the link is in the description below. Also, if you want to check out some more of my fun Pokemon content, I recommend these videos here. All right, that's all I have for now. So until next time, PikuKens. Gotta catch them all.
Those are some fun ones. That's pretty cool. I like these ones. Cool. I hope we do get more move variations like this in the future. It would be really cool. Steel is indeed weak to electric, and Space Roll 97 demo of gold and silver. Disclaimer, Chansey wasn't hurt during the making of this video. Guys, would you be mad at me if I told you I need to pee again? Because I do. So, I need to pee again. I'm sorry. I drank a lot of coffee and water. So, I'll be right back. Behave, or else. You don't want to know what else means. Or else. Anyways, I gotta go pee. It's go piss girl time. sorry. I also had a package at the door that I was like, oh crap, I need to go grab that. Anyways. Oh, Matt, thank you. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear God. Anywho, welcome back from your piss. Thank you. It was a good piss. It was a very, very well-maintained piss, if I do say so myself. My package made it there. Thank God. Oh my gosh. I get so nervous whenever something says delivered and then it doesn't end up in front of my door and I'm like, what happened? Anywho, we have another M&J TV video. I'm pretty sure I did not react to this one yet. I think I did not. I've reacted for sure to this one, but I did not react to strongest gym leader of every type, which I feel like is very interesting. Because if like all the gym leaders were to like duke it out, who would come out on top? Anyways, the strongest gym leader of every type of M&J TV.
Spooky fans, Michael here, and in the past, I made a video going over the toughest gym leader in every game. But that video bases the gym leader's strength on how they fare against the player. I want to know the strongest gym leaders if they fought each other. In this video, I will be determining the strongest gym leader of—
Are we gonna be scaling them? Because I know, if you have the first gym leaders of like a region are always gonna be weaker than like the last one.
every single one of the 18 Pokemon types.
Appreciate it,
based on
thank
how
you.
they would fare in battle against each other. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, pick up a hat or a plushie at mjtvmerch.com, and let's dive in. We'll go through this alphabetically, so let's start with Bug. The Bug type gym leaders are Bugsy, Berg, and Viola. The teams I will be using for each gym leader are what I consider to be their most full team. Ideally a team from their home region, but not necessarily if it's not available. Bugsy's team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Berg's team is his Unova Leaders Tournament team. His World Leaders team removes his Escavalier, which I don't like because he uses a Carablast on his regular gym team in the challenge mode of Black 2 and White 2. By the way, if I'm using a Gym Leaders team from the Pokemon World Tournament, I'm most likely going to be going for their specific region Leaders Tournament team rather than the World Leaders Tournament team, because the World Leaders Tournament, the teams they give them are more randomly selected from various regions, and I think it makes more sense for these gym leaders to use Pokemon from their home region. And Viola's most full team is—
just 2 Pokemon? Where's the other 4? She's gonna get fucking wiped.
a Masquerain and a Vivian, and that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
She's not the strongest one. I
Yeah,
could
she's
give
getting
Viola
fucking
the team I
wiped.
gave her in my If Every Gym Leader Was the Last One video, but that's a non-canon team, and I think that would be an unfair advantage.
I think so,
For all
too.
the gym leaders in this video, they can only utilize official teams, which, spoiler, means the Kalos gym leaders are gonna do really bad because none
rip.
of them ever use more than 3 Pokemon. Because they're the
man.
gym battles in Kalos and nowhere else. So it's down to Bugsy versus Berg with these
Kalos is just fucking cooked.
teams. One thing I should specify before I delve into deciding between these two is that I'm not looking at the movesets of the teams I decide. The teams are just the species. I can't look at movesets because these
Yeah,
teams
I
appear
believe
in
this is
multiple
before
different
Scarlet and
generations.
Violet.
It would just get wacky to try and figure that out. I can consider the moves that species can learn, and I will be doing it based on Generation 8 mechanics, but I'm not looking at the specific movesets of the teams that will show up on your screen. Right away we can see they both use Vespiquen, so we can basically cancel those out.
Yeah.
Once we do that, Berg has 3 Pokemon whose secondary typing is good against Bug by resisting it, being super effective against it, or both. Crustle, Durant, and Escavalier. Bugsy has 2. Scizor, and Yanmega. That's a point in Berg's favor. Another mark against Bugsy is his Shedinja, a Pokemon that may as well not be there since it's instantly KO'd by a super effective move. Vespiquen and Crustle have stab super effective moves, and the other members can learn them as well, like Liviani's Aerial Ace. Remember, not looking at specific movesets, just looking at what the Pokemon can learn at some point. Because of Berg having more
That makes
bug-stopping
sense.
members and Bugsy's Shedinja being dead weight, I am naming Berg the strongest bug-type gym leader. Next up
Shout
is
out
the
to
Dark
Berg,
type,
Gen
a
5
type that
supremacy.
infamously took forever 4 to get any gym leaders. The 2 dark-type gym leaders are Piers and his successor Marnie, but I'm also going to include Nanu since kahunas function very similarly to gym leaders. Piers and Marnie's fullest teams are their champion tournaments teams. Nanu's is his Sun and Moon second battle team. Comparing these 3, the decision is actually quite easy. Marnie has 3 team members that have a type that's strong against Dark: Toxicroak, Scrafty, and Grimmsnarl. Piers only has 1, and Nanu doesn't have any. While Liepard and Morpeko are lower on the base stat total side of things, I believe the rest of her team could handle the other gym leaders on their own. Marnie is clearly the strongest Dark-type gym leader. Aha! It is I, Grunty Boy! Ugh, what do you want? Oh, dude, you smell awful. Could you stop bathing again? What? No, I have been very on top of my personal hygiene.
Are you sure about that?
I extra mile and tried out a new cologne today.
What is it?
Essence of Grimer. That says Essence of Grimer. You know, the Pokemon that smells too putrid to touch. What? No way. I will bet you right now that this smells amazing.
No!
Okay,
good on
my bad. I will get this out of here right away so that you don't have to.
That is disgusting.
Oops.
Oh, Lord.
Crunchy boy, what?
That is disgusting.
What are you
Leave.
doing here? What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? This is my shower, and I'm here washing out the Grimer stench that you doused me with. Ooh, are you using soap from Dr. Squatch, the sponsor of today's video? I absolutely am, actually, yeah. Their soap isn't packed with harsh chemicals and instead has natural cleansing.
I've always wanted to try Dr. Squatch, but is it like a guy soap? Is there like girl version of Dr. Squatch?
And nourishing ingredients that are great for your skin, all made in the USA. They come in a huge range of natural scents, like their best-selling pine tar scent, which is quickly becoming one of my favorites. And that is why I'm here. I got Grimer stench on me too, and I wanted to get clean using your Dr. Squatch stuff, which is amazing. It's changed the way I shower. You have your own. I gave you some. Well,
Did you use it
but
all?
I want more. Then buy more. New customers can get 20% off orders of $20 or more by heading to
There's some less manly
drsquatch.com, linked in
ones.
the
Got
description
it.
below, and using code DSCMNJTV20. So, now that you have that information, you can get out! Fine, but I'm taking some Dr. Squatch stuff with me. Get a bar here, get a bar there, and ooh, shampoo. Ooh, conditioner. Oh, excellent. And you can't just take all my soap. I'm literally doing it right now, so clearly I can. Ta-ta! Ugh. Anyways, thanks so much to Dr. Squatch for sponsoring this video.
Shout out to
But now,
Dr. Squatch,
let's get
my
back to
goat.
it after
Dr. Squatch, please sponsor me.
I finish my shower. Next up is Dragon. The gym leaders are Claire, Drayden, and Raihan. Iris was a Dragon-type gym leader, but in her most recent appearance, she's a champion, so not a gym
That
leader
doesn't
anymore.
count, no.
Claire's fullest team is her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Drayden's is his Unova Leaders tournament team, and Raihan's is his Champion tournament team. Immediately, we can see that Raihan only has 5
One
Pokemon,
less.
while the others
Aw.
have 6. However, unlike with Viola, I'm not gonna count his lack of a full team against him. With Viola, she only had 2 Pokemon and no other official Pokemon anywhere else in the games. But Raihan has other teams with different Pokemon. Those Pokemon specifically are Gigalith and Sandaconda from his gym battle team. So for any gym leaders who don't have any full teams of 6, if they have other Pokemon that they use in other teams, I'm allowing myself to take one of those Pokemon and fill out their team with it. So for Raihan, I'm gonna use Sandaconda, since it's the more reptilian and dragon-like between it and
fair.
Gigalith.
That makes a
Looking
lot
at the
of sense,
3 teams, Drayden has an immediate advantage by having 2 fully evolved pseudo-legendary Pokemon, compared to just 1 each for Claire and Raihan. Drayden is also unique from the other 2, because his team is the only one to be entirely Dragon-type. This is both helpful and hurtful, since it means he has more Pokemon to deal with the others' Dragon types, which is also more Pokemon weak to their dragon types. One thing I can say is that Claire beats Raihan. Raihan has 2 fire types and 2 ground types, both of which are completely walled by every member of her team except Dragonair. That leaves his dragon type attacks,
I would have thought Raihan would have won this one.
Only half her team is dragon type. In short, Claire's non-dragon type coverage, mainly water and flying, are better than Raihan's other types. I don't think Drayden has as much of an advantage over Raihan, but since Claire beats him so handily, we can disqualify Raihan. As for who's superior between Claire and Drayden, it's tough to say based on species matchups due to what I mentioned earlier about having more dragon types being a double-edged sword. I think the best way to break this tie will be averaging their team's base stat totals to see overall which team just has stronger Pokemon. Claire's team's average base stat total is 526.8. Drayden's is 539.17, meaning Drayden's team is overall stronger, making him the strongest dragon gym leader.
And I really
Interestingly,
like Claire.
though, if Claire's Dragonair had been fully evolved, she would have won by a lot. Her average jumps up to like 563.
Oh, 100%.
So honestly,
Drayden
I
is
think
cool,
it's a bit
but
poetic that
I like Claire
Drayden
a lot.
won over Claire. Claire is not the strongest dragon gym leader because she failed to bring out the full potential of all of her Pokemon. And also is a sore loser who wouldn't just give me my freaking
I've
badge.
always considered
Next
Raihan
up
to be
is
a
the
weather type gym leader. That's an interesting way to look at Raihan.
electric type. The gym leaders are Lieutenant Surge, Watson, Volkner, Elisa, and Clement. Lieutenant Surge's full team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team.
That's a pretty solid
Watson's
team.
is his Hoenn Leaders Tournament team, since his final Emerald rematch team is not fully evolved due to Magnezone not existing yet. Volkner's team is his Sinnoh Leaders Tournament team, since his Platinum rematch team is only 5 Pokemon, and his World Leaders team is dumb because it makes his Rotom Fan Rotom. Against other electric types, that would be dumb. Elisa's team is her Unova Leaders Tournament team, and Clement's fullest team is his Gym Battle team, which obviously immediately makes him the worst of the bunch. Of the 4 remaining, Elisa's notable for having Stunfisk, the only ground type and thus the only Pokemon of the whole bunch that can deal super effective stab damage to all the other electric types.
That is true.
Additionally, her Electros with no weaknesses is an impressive Pokemon. And with Substrika, Stunfisk, and Emolga, if it has its hidden ability, half her team is totally immune to electric. Lieutenant Surge and Volkner are using Earthquake-capable Electivires, but Electros and Emolga stop those quite well. She doesn't have the highest average base stat total of these 4, having 482 on average, but that's less than 20 points behind the highest average, which is Volkner with about 500. Her having Stunfisk and Electros is really helpful though, and I think I have to give the crown to Elisa, mainly because of how useful those 2 Pokemon are. Next up is
Elisa,
Fairy.
my gold.
The gym leaders are Valerie,
Yeah, Gen 6 gym leaders are just fucking insta-loss
Opal, and Bede. Valerie's best team is her 3 Pokemon gym team, so
Valerie's
she is
getting
immediately disqualified. Opal's fullest team is her gym battle team, while Bede's is his champion tournament team. While Bede would clearly win here since he has an extra Pokemon, I still think he would win even if Opal did have one more. Their Mawwiles cancel out, and while that does leave Opal with a Poison-type Weezing, Bede has more than enough Psychic types to deal with it. Bede is the strongest Fairy-type gym leader. After that is fighting. The gym leaders are Chuck, Brawly, Maylene, Karina, and Bee, plus Hala as Kahuna. Chuck's fullest team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Brawly's is his Emerald rematch team. Maylene's is her Sinnoh Leaders Tourney team. Karina's is her gym battle team, so obviously she's out despite having a Mega Lucario elsewhere. It's just not enough to only have 4 Pokemon. Hala's is his second battle team from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that I will fill out using Primeape from his Sun and Moon teams. Finally, Bee's team is her champion tournament team, filled in using Hitmontop from her gym battle team. Hala is immediately out because 2 of his Pokemon are weak to fighting, a disadvantage no other fighting leaders have. Of the remaining 4, Maylene is the clear winner in my eyes. While Brawly and Chuck both have a Metacham and Bee has a Hawlucha, Pokemon that are strong against fighting, Maylene has both a Metacham and a Gallade, plus a Toxicroak that resists fighting. She does have a Lucario that's weak to fighting, but the other 3 more than make up for that. Plus, she has Infernape, one of the strongest non-legend, non-mega fighting types out there.
Force,
Maylene is definitely the strongest fighting type gym leader. Next is Fire. The gym leaders are Blaine, Flannery, Chili, and Kabu. Blaine's best team is his Kanto Leaders tournament team, since his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team doesn't give him an Arcanine, which I think is absurd, since that's his ace from the Kanto game.
Oh yeah, if this was made after Legends EA, Karina would have won.
Emerald rematch team. Chili's is his World Leaders tournament team, since it has an Embor while his Unova Leaders does not. And Kabu's team is his Champions Tournament team that cannot be filled out, since these are all the Pokemon he ever uses. As you may have noticed, these teams have a lot of overlap. Flannery's team stands out though, because she has 2 Pokemon, Macargo and Camerupt, whose secondary types are strong against fire. Chili has 1 Pokemon like that, and the other 2 have none. This is enough for me to classify Flannery as the strongest. Next is Flying. The gym leaders are Falconer, Winona, and Skyla. Falconer's team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Winona's is her Emerald rematch team, and Skyla's is her Unova Leaders tournament team. Winona's team immediately catches eyes because of Dragonite, Skarmory, and Dragon Dancing Altaria. Tropius is dead weight, but those 3 will be the Pokemon to beat. Falconer's only real answer for Dragonite is Ice Beam on Pelipper, but Dragonite is faster and can learn Thunderbolt. Skyla's Swanna is faster than Dragonite though, but I did the calcs on completely neutral sets, and Swanna cannot OHKO Dragonite with Ice Beam, even if it doesn't have multi-scale, while Dragonite's Thunderbolt does OHKO Swanna. In short, the other 2 do not have answers for Dragonite, so that plus a defensive Steel Wall and Skarmory and another Dragon Sweeper makes Winona the strongest. Next up is Ghost, another interesting type like Dragon because it's strong against itself. The Ghost gym leaders are Morty, Fantina, and Alistair. Morty's best team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Fantina's is her Sinnoh Leaders tournament team, and Alistair's team is his Champion tournament team, filled out with Mimikyu from his gym battle team. I could have done Poltegeist, but Mimikyu is a better Pokemon. Of the 3, I think Alistair is the weakest of the bunch, mainly because he lacks a very useful Dark Ghost type like the other 2. Plus, his team is on average slower, which is a huge problem in a double-edged sword battle against other Ghost types. As for the final 2, their teams are darn near identical.
I think it comes down to who can hit each other first if, like, you're weak to each other, right?
Both have Mismagius, Driftblim, Dusknoir, and Gengar. If we cancel all those out, we are left with Morty's Sableye and Gengar versus Fantina's Rotom and Spiritomb. Looking at these, I have to give the edge to Fantina. Both of them have a Dark Ghost Pokemon that is not weak to Ghost, but Sableye is just super weak in general, having a base stat total of only 380. Morty's fast Gengar is good, but Sableye really detracts from things. Spiritomb is much better, and while Rotom is on the weaker side, it's not as weak as Sableye. Fantina gets the win. Next, we have Grass.
I'm okay with that.
The gym leaders are
Fantina.
Erica, Gardenia, Silent, Ramos, and Milo. Erica's team is her Kanto Leaders tourney team, since her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team has Bellossom instead of her classic ace Vileplume, so I'm going with a team that has both. Gardenia's team is her Sinnoh Leaders tournament team, Silent's team is his Unova Leaders tournament team, Ramos's is his gym team, which clearly won't cut it, and Milo's is his champion tournament team. Well, sort of. Milo has different teams depending on the version, and whether you've done the Galarian Star Tournament or not, it's kind of complicated and very annoying, but I'll just say right now, he's not the strongest one. He doesn't have any poison types, so we can just kick him out. That leaves Erica, Gardenia, and Silent. Erica is a strong contender due to half her team being grass poison. Gardenia only has 1 grass poison type in comparison, and Silent has no grass poison types, but he does have a grass flying Jumpluff and the grass steel Ferrothorn. Erica and Silent are clearly stronger than Gardenia, but between the 2 remaining, I have to give it to Erica. Her poison types wipe out every member of Silent's team except Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn will be tough for her to take down, but when she has her entire team to do that, multiple of which can learn fighting moves, I think she'll be able to handle it. Additionally, Silent's Jumpluff isn't actually that helpful because all of the flying moves it learns are physical and it has terrible physical attack. Erica is the strongest grass gym leader. Next is Ground. Ground only has 2 gym leaders, Giovanni and Clay, 2 cranky old ruthless businessmen, and then there's the Kahuna Hapu, who is a small girl, which I I just think that's funny. Giovanni's fullest team as a gym leader is his Kanto Leaders Tournament team. Clay's is his Unova Leaders Tournament team, and Hapu's is her Ultra Sun and Moon Title Defense team, filled out by Alolan Doug Trio from her Sun and Moon teams. Clay is the easy victor here due to having both a water and an ice type. Additionally, none of his team is weak to ground, while Hapu's Doug Trio is weak to it, and 2/3 of Giovanni's team is weak to it.
Yeah, Clay just fucking destroys everybody here.
Next up is Ice. The Ice gym leaders are Price, Candace, Bryson, Wolfric, and Melanie.
There's a lot of Ice.
Price's team is his Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Candace
Hapu's a very cute character, I agree.
This is her Sinnoh Leaders Tournament team. Bryson's is his Unova Leaders Tournament team. Wolfric's is his Gym Battle team, and Melanie's is her
Wolfric is just cooked.
Champions Tourney team that cannot be filled out because she only ever uses these 5 Pokemon. Wolfric and Melanie are immediately out due to failing to have 6 Pokemon.
Thank you.
For the remaining 3, they have quite a lot of overlap, especially Price. His entire team is used by one of the other 2. Because their teams are so similar, and because none of the Pokemon have a secondary typing strong against Ice, I have to calculate average base stat totals. Price's average is about 498, Candace's is about 503, and Bryson's is about 512.
Whoa, so
that makes Bryson the strongest Ice gym leader to me, but I will say this matchup is quite a bit closer than most of the others. Next up is Normal. The gym leaders are Whitney, Norman, Lenora, and Charon. Whitney's team is her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team, but swapping out Clefable for Ambipom. All these matchups assume modern day battle mechanics, which means Clefable is not a normal type anymore, it's a fairy type, and that wouldn't make sense for her to use it. So I'm replacing it with a Pokemon, Ambipom, from her Johto Leaders Pokemon World Tournament team. Norman's team is his Emerald rematch team. Lenora's team is her Unova Leaders Tournament team, with Clefable swapped out for Stoutland for the same reason as Whitney. And Charon's is his Unova Leaders Tournament team. Clearly, Charon wins because he uses a cast form. Hell yeah! I'm kidding, the cast form is actually a detriment, which makes me sad, but whatever. To me, Norman is easily the strongest. While his Slackings must deal with Truant, they are incredibly powerful when they can hit. And they can both learn a ton of fighting type moves, as can his Kangaskhan. Well, it doesn't matter much since I'm assuming all these battles are single battles. If they were double battles, Norman would absolutely devastate the others by having his Blissey or Spinda skill swap Truant off his Slackings. Next up is Poison. The gym leaders are only Janine and Roxy. At the most recent point in the timeline, Koga is an Elite Four member, not a gym leader, so we're not discussing him. And we're also not gonna be covering Clara. While she is officially a minor league gym leader now, it's minor league. This is the major leagues, baby. Janine's team is her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team, and Roxy's is her Unova Leaders Tournament team. The teams are quite similar, both having Crobat and Drapion, neither having a ground or psychic type, and they both have multiple Pokemon that can learn Earthquake. Janine's Ariados can learn Psychic, but that's not that impressive due to Ariados having poor special attack. Because of all these similarities, the best way to compare them is once again average base stat total. Janine's is 477.5, while Roxy's is 486, so I'm giving the win to Roxy. This makes sense to me since Janine's Ariados really drags down the average. She would have won if she used a stronger Pokemon whose base stat total was closer to her other Pokemon. Next up is Psychic. The leaders are Sabrina, Tate and Liza, and Olympia. Like Clara, Avery is just a minor league gym leader, and that's not good enough for this video. Also, Tate and Liza will be counted together because while they battle separately in other situations, like the Pokemon World Tournament, they fight together in their gym battles. Sabrina's team is her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team. Tate and Liza's team is their Emerald rematch team. Olympia's is her gym team, which immediately disqualifies her. Comparing the last two, I have to give the win to Sabrina. Alakazam is the strongest Pokemon of all of them due to being fast and strong, and with access to Shadow Ball, it would be devastating. Gallade is also very useful, being one of the few physical attacking psychic types, and with access to both Leaf Blade and Night Slash, it covers all of Tate and Liza's team. Wobbuffet may seem like dead weight, but anyone who's played a Nuzlocke and run into one of these knows that there's a good chance it takes out at least one Pokemon. Sabrina is the winner. Next up is Rock. The gym leaders are Brock, Roxanne, Rourke, Grant, and Gordy, plus the kahuna Olivia.
a lot of
Brock's
rock.
team is his Heart Gold
That's a
Soul Silver
lot.
rematch team. Roxanne's is her Hoenn Leaders Tournament team, since her Emerald rematch team didn't use most of the Hoenn rock types, which I think is dumb. Rourke's team is his Sinnoh Leaders Tournament team. Olivia's is her Ultra Sun and Moon League team, filled out by Alolan Golem from her Sun and Moon team. Grant's is his gym team, and Gordy's is his champion tournament team, which I cannot fill out. Grant and Gordy are immediately out because they failed to have teams of 6 Pokemon.
Grant had no fucking chance. Grant did not have a chance at all.
Looking at the secondary typings of the remaining Pokemon, Brock has 5 with other types good against Rock, as does Roxanne. While Rourke has 4 and Olivia only has
Grant
2,
did get the "you
so
tried"
that's enough for me
reward.
to oust Rourke and Olivia. For the remaining 2,
X and
it's
Y is
close,
not garbage. It's just unfortunate that the gym leaders did not get good rematch teams.
but I have to give the edge to Roxanne for 2 main reasons. The first is that Brock doesn't have a good answer for Cradilly. If he had a steel type, it'd be different, but as of now, Cradilly decimates his team, and he has no super
Unfortunately,
effective
Onyx
stab
is
to
not
hit
a
it back.
Steelix.
The second reason is Onyx. If it was a Steelix, he'd be in great shape, but Onyx is so weak that it really holds him back.
Yeah.
Roxanne is the winner. Next up is Steel. The only gym leaders are Jasmine and Byron. Peony is a previous Steel type gym leader, but since
he's
you
not-
can never
he's not
fight him
currently employed.
while he's a gym leader, I don't think you should count.
He is
it's the same
not
reason I'm not
employed.
counting Mustard for the fighting type group. Jasmine's team is her Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch team, and Byron's is his Sinnoh Leaders tournament team. Both of them have Steelix,
Interesting.
Magnezone, and Bronzong, so those cancel out. For the remaining Pokemon, Jasmine is the clear winner. Empoleon's water type handles half of
Empoleon is
Byron's
so
team,
good.
and her Metagross is a freaking pseudo-legendary. Also, Byron's Bastiodon and Aggron both have 2 4x weaknesses, one of which is ground that Jasmine's Steelix covers with stab. And finally is water. The gym leaders are Misty,
So many
Juan,
water.
not Wallace, because he moved up to champion, Crasher,
Yeah,
Wake,
he got
Cress,
promoted.
Marlin, and Nessa. Misty's
one of my
team is her
elite
Heart Gold Soul
employees.
Silver rematch team. Juan's is his Emerald rematch team. Wake's is his Sinnoh Leaders team. Cress's is his Unova Leaders team, as is Marlin's, and Nessa's is her Champions Tournament team, filled out by Barrascuda from a previous team. While this is a lot of teams to compare,
That
the
is a
winner
lot.
is clear to me. Misty.
Nessa
That's
is
because she is the
fucking
only one
bones.
to have a Pokemon whose
I love
secondary
Nessa, but her team does not hold up to the rest of these.
type is strong against water. Lantern. Additionally, both Starmie and Lapras can learn Thunderbolt, and Lapras gets Freeze Dry. The ice move's super
wonderful.
effective against water. Other leaders
Wonderful.
have some of those perks, but none of them have as many as Misty. So to summarize, the strongest
the
gym leaders
OG.
for each of the 18 types are Berg for Bug, Marnie for Dark, Drayden for Dragon, Elisa for Electric, Bede for Fairy, Maylene for Fighting, Flannery for Fire, Winona for Flying, Fantina for Ghost, Erica for Grass, Clay for Ground, Bryson for Ice, Norman for Normal, Roxy for Poison, Sabrina for Psychic, Roxanne for Rock, Jasmine for Steel, and Misty for Water. Don't forget to pick
yeah.
up a hat or a plushie
Or
or
hell
both
yeah.
from mnjtvmerch.com, and thank you so much for watching. With an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Patreon who are helping support my channel independent of fluctuating YouTube ad rates. If you want to help support me in the same way, the link is in the description below. Also, if you want to check out some more of my fun Pokemon content, I recommend these videos here. All right, that's all I have for now. So until next time, Pika fans, gotta catch them all.
Interesting. Rest in peace, Gen 6. Honestly, I feel bad because I quite like Gen 6 a lot. It's a little unfortunate they did not have any good teams. Also, Hoenn and Unova representation. I love that Unova did a good job in this video because Gen 5 is one of the best gens. None of Clay's team is weak to ground. Furiously inflates air balloon. I think it's cool that Misty ended up being the best water gym leader because she's the OG. X and Y is fun. I love X and Y. I enjoyed my time playing X and Y. Yeah, Hoenn's pretty great too. I got robbed. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I think anime Raihan is definitely stronger than video game Raihan for sure. Gen 6 gym leaders, yeah. If they included like the Legends EA Karina. But then again, this was made so long ago. Like, this was before Gen 9. So I wonder if Gen 9 would have changed any of this video. I've never been in one of your streams. Is this model new? Yes, I debuted this model last Saturday. This is a new model. You'll be seeing it for a while since it's brand new. Yeah. Yeah, if Gen 9 was included, maybe things would have been a little different. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess Mikey will have to update. Mikey will have an update. Oh boy! We have the SEX video. We have every gender difference in Pokemon explained by Loxton and Noggin. More booba. I swear to God, this model actually doesn't have bigger booba. It's just the clothes that make it look bigger. It's literally just the clothing making it look a little bigger. By the time he does Gen 10 will come. At that point, he might as well just wait for Gen 10, yeah. Anyways, we're going to be watching every gender difference in Pokemon explained by Loxton and Noggin. Part 1!
Hello, how are you? You look good
Bye,
today.
Kidilla.
And you've arrived in good timing
Not
too,
gonna
because
lie.
today
It's
we're going to
literally
look
just
at
the
every
clothing, I promise. I compared the models. It's literally just the clothing.
difference in Pokemon.
Because it's more covered up, it does look bigger.
And rather than just listing them like some lazy person just getting information off of Bulbapedia, let's actually explain why each sexual difference
Why are we
is there.
looking at its
To start
butts?
though, you should learn about the term sexual dimorphism. It's a term used to describe animals that have different traits depending on their sex. The easiest examples are animals like peafowls and deer. And in most
okay.
cases, these differences are for a good reason. Male deer, bucks,
Is it like
use their
the difference between like a cow and a bull?
antlers to fight each other, and are much more aggressive than the female deer. Peacocks are glorious because they use their beauty to compete and persuade peahens to be their mate. Even humans
Dear
have a large bit of
God.
sexual dimorphism, even all the way down to the bone structure. Not all animals have sexual dimorphism, however, and their only differences would be their sexual organs. And this fact is well represented in Pokemon, because for the
Let's
most
see
part,
it, man.
Pokemon look exactly the same no matter their sex. But a few of them do have notable differences.
Like color
so let's
differences.
begin. Also, we'll be using the sprites or the models from different versions of the games, depending on which ones just make it easier to see the differences. Also,
Okay.
as opposed to going in
fine.
Pokedex
That's
order,
fine.
we'll be going by category, since many Pokemon share differences for the same reasons. For example, the most obvious category, larger tusks and horns on the males. The male Zubat and Golbat have larger fangs than the females.
Oh, I never
Rhyhorn,
noticed that.
Rhyperior, Goldeen, and Seaking males all have longer horns than the females.
I never noticed it. Hold up. I'm like looking at this now. Yeah, I guess this is bigger. I don't know. I
But
never
only
noticed
slightly.
that.
Pseudo-Wudo males have larger head branches.
Okay.
Steelix males have extra rocky tooth bits on its jaw.
extra
Piloswine
little
males have
fang.
longer tusks, as do Mamoswine males. Houndoom males have longer horns. Donphan males have
Honestly, usually the horn size difference is very slight, or you really have to be looking at it. That's what I'm doing. I'm like just like fucking staring, like. I cannot tell. It's also because I'm fucking blind.
have longer tusks, and Relicanth have larger jaw guards, almost being tusk-like. The reasoning for these differences is obvious. Just like in nature, the males compete for who gets to pass their genes on and mate with the females. As such, the males are
very
more equipped
violent.
for fighting than the females.
Mother
be
Nature
it
is
through
very
horns,
violent.
tusks, teeth, or branches. Real-world examples of these are deer,
You're blocking
elephants,
Pokemon.
goats,
I don't know where else you want me, brother.
elk, kudu, nyala, moose, walruses, narwhals, and
I'm staying here.
pretty much every animal with either tusks or horns. There are some animals where the males and females both have equally sized horns or antlers, but those are in the minority. Gligards get unique, but with the same idea. The stingers on the
Oh, the stinger. I noticed this one right away.
males are a bit bigger. This follows the same fighting logic as before, but isn't reflected in real scorpions. The way to tell the difference in real scorpions is how wide they are. Females are wider. But when it comes to males fighting over females, no Pokemon seems to do it more than the Garchomp line.
Oh,
Gible,
really?
Gabite, and Garchomp males have these slits in their fins. Their fins
Yeah, that one's a little more obvious.
aren't any bigger, but they all have these
It's
slits.
their scars from fighting for their women.
When it comes to real sharks and even orca whales and dolphins, the dorsal fins over time, due to how much they stick out, get damaged and scar as they fight more and more. And male sharks fight a lot more than female ones, since the males fight over females. Moving on to the next category, males don't only have larger parts for fighting. Oftentimes it's for other reasons, like survivability, or for showing off how fabulous you are to attract mates. This is most definitely the case for unpheasant. Males have a pink mask and green marks on their bodies, while the females are brown and boring. This is exactly the case for real-world pheasants too. In fact, this trait is extremely common among our feathered friends. Males strut their stuff to show off why the female should choose him as her mate. Murkrow's head feathers are bigger and stand straighter on the male. Starly, Staravia, and Staraptor males have larger head spots, and
do they really?
while not exactly birds, Sneasel and Weavile males also have larger feathers, as do male Gulpins. And while not exactly feathers, Nuzleaf and Shiftry males have larger leaves, and Metacham males have a larger head bob, which can be seen as a type of plumage, meaning they are there to show off and get laid. Moving on to other parts,
that's a little, that's nasty. I'm just kidding. Whatever, thank you for the follow.
Males have larger antennas. This reflects real moths too, especially the Luna moth, the moth Dustox is inspired from. The males have big feathery antennae, while the females just have antennae. The reason for this is so the males can smell the pheromones given off by the female up to a mile away.
You can just smell when the female's down bad.
Better to smell you with, my dear. This could also be the case with Lediba and Ledian. The males have larger antennae too, but in Lediba's case, they also look a bit like horns, and since this line is known for fighting, they likely use their antennae as horns too. Hence the males having even bigger ones. Polytoad and also Toxicroak males have larger cheeks, also known as vocal sacs.
Do they really? I cannot fucking tell. I mean, I can tell on the Polytoad. I can't really tell on the Toxicroak.
Male toads and frogs use these to sound deeper, both to intimidate each other and to sound out their low mating call. Artillery males have larger suction cups on their tentacles, which also reflects real Octopodidae. While on real octopus, not every suction cup is larger on the males, a few of them near the base are. These are primarily used for fighting other males and also for showing off the females.
I thought I was watching them have sex.
Males. Look at my large suction cups, baby. Don't you love my
Oh my god!
Torchic males have the tiniest sexual difference of any Pokemon.
Really?
They have.
Is it that hole? Is it that, like, this? Is it that? Can you guys see it? The third thing is like blocking it a little, but I think you guys can see it.
This one pic.
What is that? What is that? Why does the male Torchic have a hole?
So tiny little speck on their butts.
What is
the difference
that?
between male and female Torchics does get more obvious when it evolves. Combuskin males have larger head feathers, and the same goes for male Blazikins. The head crest is longer. This matches up with the chickens bred for cockfighting, especially the Taiwanese cockfighting roosters, as only the roosters, or the males, will do the fighting. And as roosters, they have longer head crests. Plus, the Thai roosters bred for cockfighting stand much more upright than your traditional rooster, hence Blaziken being completely upright.
Cockfighting. It's when chickens fight each other.
Little speck on Torchic.
What is that? Is that its butthole?
Well,
I don't think it's its butthole, because I feel like the female would also have a butthole. What is that extra pixel?
In cockfighting breeding and breeding chickens for meat and eggs, it was originally very difficult to tell the sex of the chicks. You would have to take care of all of them and then separate the hens from the roosters once they were old enough to tell the difference. But it would sure be a lot nicer to be able to tell the sex of them from hatching, and that's exactly what all the chicken farmers thought. So they did their selective breeding and genetic manipulation for centuries. And now, male chicks have one or two little feathers on their wing that are slightly longer than the rest. And that's how you tell the difference. And extremely, completely unnoticeable if you're untrained to look for it, difference. Just like that one tiny little speck on Torchic.
I want to know what that pixel is.
And most people won't notice
I want to know
so
bad.
Point it out to them, of course. So yeah, the more you know. Whooper males have two sets of gill branches, and Quagsire males have larger back fins. In the case of Whooper, axolotls naturally don't have any difference in sex beyond the females having a bigger cloaca. However, when it comes to behavior, males do a lot more fighting. The gill branches are a form of plumage to intimidate the other males and to show off to females. But also, axolotls in general have an amazing healing ability, and can regrow limbs and even brain matter and jaws with no visible scarring. So this soft tissue sticking off the side of its face is likely ripped off a lot if they're constantly losing limbs all the time. So males having it regrow back bigger may be something the Pokemon Company thought of while making this design decision. Quagsire, though, there really is no other explanation for this beyond more plumage for showing off to females. Japanese giant salamanders have no difference between the sexes besides the whole body size thing. So plumage, it's loose, but it's possible. And combining the last two categories of bigger horns and bigger other parts, we get to the Nidos. The Nidoran line is perhaps the most famous example.
I mean, yeah, they're they're actually just two different Pokemon.
Of sexual dimorphism in Pokemon. The
Nidoran male, Nidoran female, and the Nidoking and Nidoqueen.
Differences are obvious, and the two Nidorans even evolve into completely different Pokemon, though they are still counterparts to one another. Being more monster-like, though somewhat based on rhinos, they don't have much in the real world to compare them to. But the differences do seem clear enough. Nidoking and the whole male side of the line have much larger horns and more spikes all over their bodies. Arguably more armor as well. Clearly, the males of this line often fight, defending their territory and their families, while the females protect their young directly. Having more fat stockpiles also helps them while pregnant and producing milk for their young. I also have a huge video going into more detail about Nidoqueen.
She can't breed!
Wow. It isn't always the males that are bigger or have bigger traits, however. In some species, it's the other way around. Most commonly, this is found in insects and fish, as is the case with Scyther and Scizor. Females have larger abdomens, specifically. And when it comes to real mantises,
oh my god, that's inappropriate! That is inappropriate!
Kricketot females also have larger bodies, specifically around its neck. Considering that Kricketot and Kricketune are both based on fancy musicians or fancy orchestral conductors, the bigger neck piece may also be a reference to a fancy boa, or the large, puffy fur collars upper-class women wear when going to such events. Now, generally speaking, female fish tend to be larger than the males. This is also the case with Finneon and Luminion, though the females here are only larger in the fins. And being based on freshwater butterfly fish and betta fish, this isn't quite accurate. In these species specifically, the males actually have the larger fins, as a form of plumage, just like birds. So when referring to fish in general, yes, Finneon and Luminion are accurate. But when it comes to the prettier, plumagier fish that they are actually based on, the opposite is true. I'll give Game Freak a pass on that, even though this isn't even the only mistake Game Freak has made involving larger females. Numel and Camerupt females have larger humps, which isn't the case at all for camels. Male camels in general have bigger everything, even humps, and
then why is
even
female
in proportion to their body. That's strike 2 for Game Freak. Oh. Next, let's talk about fur. Ursaring females have more fur on their shoulders. While in general grizzly and sun bear males are larger, the females lose the most weight over winter since they give birth and then feed their babies with milk. So, upon exiting their den in spring, they have the appearance of having much more loose skin and much more fur, since it flaps about more thanks to their lack of stuffing. Female abomasnows have larger chest fur too. Perhaps this is because of the same reasons. Abominable snowmen are most often portrayed as being ape-like, hence that's what a Yeti is, but there are some sightings and some myths that point to a more bear-like creature. This extra fur stuff that may just be conifer pines, we don't really know, may also just be there to simulate lumps of fat stored there, like breasts on an ape. Though in the case of Abomasnow being a conifer tree, it may be storing pine cones there. Larger pine cones are the female pine cones after all. There is also Pyroar. The males have large manes and the females have more tan fur. They also have differently shaped tails. The difference here is obvious. They are based on lions, another famous example of real-world sexual dimorphism. Lions' manes are theorized to be mostly for show. The size and cleanliness of the mane shows the fitness of the lion.
Pine cones have gender? I guess so.
Then other lions will be less likely to attack his pride. Shinx, Luxio, and Luxray males follow the same logic. The males have larger manes and more darker fur in general. Hypno is really interesting. Hypno females have longer neck fur, but why? Well, Drowsy and Hypno are based on the tapir. Drowsy more so for sure, and then Hypno gets a bit of a goblin or other fey creature.
I don't
in
like
there.
that at all.
Specifically, this could be a Baku, a yokai
What is this?
dream
Why
eater
is
that
it-
shares
why
the
is
name
it-
with what
why does it
tapirs are
look
called
like
in
that?
Japanese. Baku.
Why does it
Some
look
have
like
claimed
that?
Hypno is also inspired by a Amit, an Egyptian guardian and another heart and soul eater that is part crocodile, part lion, and part hippo. Tapirs are somewhat hippo-like, and Amit shares the two-colored body aspect of tapirs as well. Plus, it has a male lion's mane, despite being entirely female. Hence, female hypnos have more neck fur, or manes. Bidoof and Bibarel males have more fur too, but this is a problem. Every species of
Sorry, thank you
beaver
for the
fits the
follow.
monomorph classification, meaning there is no way at all, externally speaking, to tell the sex of a beaver. Most of the time, at
okay.
least. While nursing and pregnant, you can see the teats on the female. In fact, this monomorph classification would also describe most Pokemon. The extra fur on Bidoof and Bibarel may be trying to insinuate the idea that males are larger, but in nature, this isn't the case for beavers. Strike 3 for Game Freak.
Okay.
And with the third strike comes the end of part 1. Covering the science of all the sexual differences of Pokemon takes an incredibly long amount of time, so I kinda have to split it. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified
Wow.
of when part 2 comes out.
I feel so
And until next time,
educated.
please remember to never stop using your noggin.
I'm so educated, guys. I learned so much about sex. This video was very, very inappropriate. Anywho, part 2, we're gonna save that probably for the next React stream. Siegfried, thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate it. Guys, we're getting closer and closer to Partner Plus. We have some time before we can hit Partner Plus. Oh my god, how many subs are we away from Partner Plus? We are 12 subs away, I think. I don't know how often this number updates, but we are slowly but surely getting there. Beta sex. Anywho, I'm gonna call it for today's stream. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I love hanging out with the Shipwrecks. You guys are a fun bunch, and I love streaming, and you guys are awesome. I will be streaming tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow is gonna be a fun day. You're really cute, so you deserve this. Thank you so much for the 4-month resub, Dak Dare. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. We're gonna be playing Nikke for the first time tomorrow at noon, so if you would like to see me play Nikke, that's happening tomorrow, so I hope you guys can stop by. Definitely go buy my new merch. It's pinned in the comments, or pinned in the chat, on both platforms, as well as go check out my cover. But yeah, go join my Discord server tomorrow, or tonight we're doing community night. So yeah. Guys, why'd we start a Hive trade right when I'm about to end stream? Noble Narwhal, thank you for the 30 months. So we are doing community movie night tonight. We're watching Pokemon 2000 in the Discord server, so go join my Discord server. That is the best way to know whenever I'm live, and all the sorts. And yeah, the Shipwrecks go chat in there. So yeah, thank you for the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys stopping by. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tonight for community movie night. It'll be a lot of fun. It's at 6 p.m., so in a little bit less than 3 hours. Like 3 hours and like 2 hours and 40 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go send you guys off. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, and I'll see you guys hopefully tonight for community movie night. And if not, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for Nikke. So yeah. Alrighty, everyone, take care and sayonara.